And welcome to the second episode of Tempting Fate. Thank you for joining us. I am Rick Budd.
And I'm Nick Gilman.
And we're your GMs. And Tempting Fate is a game in the Fate core system that we started playing last week with many of the people who are here. So why don't we just go around and let everybody talk about themselves a little bit. Where do we want to start? Amy, you want to?
All right. Hi, I'm Amy Dallin. I will be playing Amy in this crazy adventure. I am the grown-up Girl Scout. Which is not at all a joke about my insistence on playing lawful good characters, whether I mean to or not. You may know me from Geek and Sundry and other places, but I'm really excited for this because this game is so much fun.
Hello, and I'm Gina DeVivo, and I am playing Gina. You know, the mama bear. She's a little overprotective, a little lovely. Oh, hello. I have a new camera angle. I've been talking to this guy Jeff off screen. I'll talk to you now. Hello, I'm Gina. You might know me over at Geek and Sundry or Future Girl or Fun Things, and yeah, hello.
My name is Gina. Hi, I'm Ellie. Super excited to be here, guys. So excited that my character is a cheerleader.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Ready? Okay. I promise I won't do that voice the entire time. You guys may know me from podcast with Miss Gina DeVivo over here.
Blunders and blunders.
What? And I'm excited.
Yay. Hi, I'm Eliza Pearl. I'm one of the peoples from the Geeks and Sundries, and I add S's to everything right in this moment. That's where I'm at right now.
It's a good Sunday thing to do.
Sundays, things to do.
Sundays.
Okay.
All right, and with us as always is Rick Bear, who is our man behind the camera, our tech guy.
The man on the boards.
And Dom Zook, who is
Producer extraordinaire.
Yes, Mr. Saving Throw. Okay, so what else should I talk about? All right, well, first, I want to call your attention to, the bottom of the screen, I guess, where we have the bar for the first line maintenance and upkeep fund.
It's a pigsty.
Yeah.
It needs a lot of maintenance.
Yeah.
The only employee is a family of possums.
This is all true, we will be calling your attention to that periodically, over the course of the night as we move towards our story tier goals. I guess we'll talk about those first.
This is the support that enables us to do this show, so thank you so much.
Yes, I skipped over important stuff there. Yeah. Sorry. We stink at this. So it's like, yes, the first line maintenance and upkeep fund, in game sort of, is going towards renovating our heroes' headquarters, which is a rundown old shanty in the forest right now for all intents and purposes. But in real life, actually keeps the lights on here, and keeps everything going behind the cameras, and basically is really like the only thing that lets us keep doing this. So we are hoping that you will give over the course of the night to help the first line and us keep things rolling. And as you go, there are things that you can unlock. And the first one, if we hit $100, we will make 2 of these fine people have a staring contest, possibly to the death. Probably not.
What other kind of staring contest is there?
Yeah. If we hit $250, we will make somebody show off their artistic skills by drawing some, in-game meta fan art. We're going to ask you to...
Yay!
Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
For the sub.
Thank you.
For the sub.
That is important too, because subs get to buy, essentially get to give a reroll to some player in the game.
Please.
So Jeff.
Or to us.
Or to us. Or to us. Right.
Or the players.
You're right. No, in fact, you probably should give them to us, the players.
Definitely the right
Or
move.
to the players.
I'd also like to mention that subs are half off for the rest of the month, so that's a pretty good option for getting some influence of the game.
Yeah.
September.
And as we creep, if we hit our our major goal of the night, our fundraising goal of $400, the third story tier, then next week we will find a reason in game to make one of our players read the to be or not to be soliloquy from Hamlet in the original Klingon.
In honor of Star Trek.
In honor of Star Trek Discovery, which you are probably watching right now.
Right now.
I hope you're not watching it right now, because then you're not
Yes.
watching us.
They could be watching us on one screen and Discovery on the other.
That's
True.
actually my recommendation.
I like
Is
that.
Perfect programming.
I like that attitude. Yeah. So yes, someone will have to read that, and they probably won't practice, so it'll be fun. And along those lines, last week we actually hit our goal thanks to one extremely generous
Oh my God,
donor.
yes.
That goal was to make somebody speak in rhyme tonight. So at some point in the game, we're going to make someone start speaking in rhyme, and it seemed a little cruel to make that person keep it up for the whole night. So we're going to try a little thing here. If you want, if you give $5, we will randomly swap the rhyming. It's like someone else will have to start speaking in
Oh
rhyme.
my God.
So you can't just get used to it and do it the rest of the
Right.
game by, getting the hang of it.
No.
It just keeps switching.
Yeah, no, we wanted it to
So
be
we're
as,
all gonna go around
Yes.
as we have to.
we wanted it to be as annoying as possible.
Love it.
But if you give $10, we will let you actually pick who has to speak in rhyme. We will move beyond the random into the you get to personally torture one of our players the way we do.
Get a little taste of that.
So yeah, that will kick in, at a point in the game, and you'll know when it happens. And that will be a thing that will be interesting.
right.
As always, also, we will be taking Carrier Penguin messages.
Yes,
Okay.
the carrier penguins are an in-game administrative service. They, nor rain nor sleet, nothing keeps this core from bringing your messages to our players. And those messages can just be, whatever you want. The carrier penguins will find them wherever they are in the game, just after the break, and then again near the end of the game. Carrier penguins have to feed their families too, so, keep them in business, give them a couple of messages to deliver. They will thank you in their little,
Whack.
campaigns. Anything else? Should we get anything else? Oh, we get a research.
Yubba dubba, thank you.
Resub times 2.
And thank you for the hosting, Double JC and Van.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Vanarama. Yes, thank you, Vanarama.
Vanarama. That's a good name.
These are good
It's
names,
Havana.
guys.
It's great.
Oh!
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah,
The best name. Yeah.
Is it Havana? Hi, Havana!
Yay!
Oh, you.
Wait,
Times
you got the
eight.
yellow.
Is that
Oh,
eight
you
month
didn't put
reset?
half, but you
Wow.
should put the messages.
Yeah, awesome.
Thank you, Jippy 22.
Thank you.
Well, my thing's not on, but I'll worry about that later.
Not till
a
after.
future-
Yeah,
Rick problem.
that is a future Rick problem. Thank you.
Tuesday, Bojack.
I need to stop binge watching that show.
No, it's too good.
I need something happy after this Care Bear.
Yeah, we will be canceling tonight's game in favor of an in-depth discussion of BoJack. Okay.
How
Yeah.
only
deep
up to
into
early
the
season
hole
3.
do you
So let's recap a little bit. Last week, our players were called to the land of Tone, a kind of silly, kind of dangerous place, by the personification of the spirit of fun, who enlisted them in his ongoing battle with the forces of two sort of demon-like creatures called Grim and Gritty. And basically, Fun asked our players to become, to sort of pick up the mantle of an ancient organization of defenders and peacekeepers called the First Line, and our players agreed, and they became the First Line, and Fun brought them to their headquarters, and no sooner had they chosen a leader and picked out some very snazzy uniforms when their first case came to them. There was a knock at the door, or actually there is no door, but thank you.
Thank you,
And there was a knock at the door, and it was a Sasquatch creature who was actually an old-timey scientist adventurer named Doc Sasquatch, who was looking for his long-lost business partner Benjamin, who disappeared 20 years ago, looking for the mythical Garden of Eden. And our players, of course, being the first line, of course, agreed to help, and they started their search at a weird place called the Spooky Square, which is a sort of Bermuda Triangle-ish kind of area.
And
where
it's actually a trapezoid.
and it's actually a trapezoid. Yeah, it's a
misnomer.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
misnomer. You know,
Spooky
but
Square,
yeah.
trapezoidal.
But that is what it is called. They met a kangaroo pirate, and they got sucked into a whirlpool and shot out a water spout, and they found themselves on the beach of a tropical island. The boat that they were in was overturned on the beach, the kangaroo footsteps seemed to have disappeared into the jungle, and our players were just starting to get a lay of the land. When the earth shook and the volcano on the island started to sort of rumble and a little bit of lava, shot out of the top. And that is where we pick up. Except last time you probably noticed something was a little different. Last time we had Lisa and Gina and Amy, but Heather, the leader of the first line, was also here. The problem is...
Yeah, the legally determined by bowling prowess leader of the first line.
Yes. There was a bowling contest, and Heather won the bowling contest, and that is how...
leaders are chosen.
That is how leaders are chosen. There's a logic to it. We don't have time to explain now. But, while everybody was looking up at the volcano, wondering if it was about to erupt, our players didn't notice, but something happened to Heather. And when they looked down, she was gone.
Oh no, where is Heather? Where's Heather? We need our leader. Where is Heather?
Who was the last person to see her? I told you all we needed to hold hands. Why doesn't anyone believe me?
But she was right there.
I don't know where she went. Heather! Heather!
Well,
Heather!
As our players are starting to get afraid and wonder where Heather is, the bad vibes in the air are just palpable, and the spirit of fun, wherever they may be, feels something bad is going on and manifests right here on the beach for you all. And fun shows up.
I've got this. Actually, the little spark flies down into the ocean, and then a fish flops out of the water up onto the beach next to you.
And Fun, flopping back and forth, is like, "Hey, look at me! This is awesome!" And he's like, "But I see you've lost somebody."
Yeah. What the heck? Where is Heather?
I don't know. Frankly, things are getting bad, and I'm running out of magic. So it seems like you're in dire straits here, and I'm pinning my hopes to you guys. So I'm going to use the last of my magic to get you some reinforcements here. See if you can find Heather or figure out what happened to her or get yourselves out of this mess. So, okay. Instantaneously, I am calling to one of your friends in your world. And Ellie, you are called to by the Spirit of Fun, who fills you in on everything you missed, brings you up to date. And it's a weird, long conversation, but, at the end of the day, you understand. And, frankly, you're like kind of a kick-ass cheerleader, like right out of the mold.
I was in the middle of cheerful.
Yeah, you're a little bit of a Buffy. And, it's like when you heard that your friends were in danger, you were, of course, let me at them. So, Fun snapped the fingers and his, sparkly magic encircled you and gave you the rainbow cat Bobby
Spacesuit.
Bowler hat.
sparkly
rainbow cat.
rainbow
This is your
spacesuit
uniform.
It's a uniform.
of the first line.
You're always wearing bowler hats.
It's like the police
Bobby
hat.
hat.
Make up your
It's like
mind.
the
Bobby hat.
Yeah, but it's not like. Isn't that?
I can't.
We
make
don't
a-
know what it
make a
looks
for
like.
this because
Yeah.
it's a bowler / Bobby hat. It's both of those things.
got
I don't
catties.
know.
Yeah,
with
it's-
cat ears.
Yeah.
And it's
It is a hat that
rainbow
just,
glitter
it
or
skirts the
something.
line between bowler and
It's
Bobby so
Scream
much.
style.
But
Scream.
yeah, the first line was not concerned with subtlety when they designed their uniforms, and you now have one.
Rainbow sparkly astronaut suit.
Yeah, we're
And-
bringing joy.
Just like our players
This is
are,
wonderful.
and just like our players originally got to the universe, you are, you get to swim through that sort of silver mercurish ether in a bubble, and pop onto the beach right with our players.
Oh my God!
Whoa! Where'd you come from? What's happening?
Who are you? Hi.
It's a long story. Oh, hi. Nice to meet you. And
I
Ellie.
I compel myself to just fiercely grab Ellie and give her a big giant hug. And because of that, she's a little freaked out by me.
Oh my goodness, a new person. Thank God you're here.
What's your name?
You do know her, right?
Yes.
You know what? If you want to do that, we can do this. You can take a fate point, but Ellie, I want you to add a temporary aspect to your character that's a little freaked out by me.
Hi! I'm really intense sometimes, but I really like new people. Hi!
You just like make a new slot. It's not a consequence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little freaked out by Lisa.
That is
There's
now
a
an
new person.
invocable
There's a new
aspect
person.
for you.
I'm still worried about Heather, but there's a new person.
Okay.
Yeah. You haven't seen Heather, have you?
No, I mean, Fun.
Was she back out there?
No, Fun came by and was like, "Hey, I know you're doing your street food, but here's like a mass list of a
You
lot
came
of things."
straight from Cheer Food.
I
Do
was
you
right
need
in
a
the middle
snack?
of it. Oh my god, do you have a snack?
I do. I reach into my pockets and I pull out. I was saving them for Jeff the Possum, but you deserve some fruit snacks.
Oh no, I don't want to steal it from Jeff the Possum.
It's okay. He forages for food.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm really glad you're here, and I'm really worried about Heather, but also there's a volcano.
Oh, yeah.
Well- The volcano, which has still been rumbling and just spurting lava a little bit all this time, suddenly calms. And the rumbling
the
stops, and the lava stops. And you are on a placid tropical beach, surrounded by crystal blue waters. There is a beach and sort of a forest behind it, and then a volcano a little bit beyond the forest. There's the overturned boat. There are Hoppy, the Scottish kangaroo's footprints leading off into the jungle.
That's right.
And Heather has mysteriously vanished. So,
Well, this is pretty.
It wasn't this pretty a few moments ago.
Yeah, but like, we're wearing rainbows and cat ears, and we're...
Yeah, that part's fun.
It's pretty
but
fun,
we were
right?
almost about to be buried in lava.
But we didn't.
Not?
So maybe we should hike it and find out why it stopped.
The footprints.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Are those two different directions or the same direction?
They were just
Yeah.
there's just
Into
one
the
set of
forest.
footprints that just head off right into the forest from
let's-
the ship.
Let's try to find the captain. There's a whole prophecy thing. We're not sure if it said something about a mountain, but we don't know if it's this mountain.
feet that touch the sky.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, what they are referring to is last game. Hoppy the kangaroo pirate reported that 20 years ago, Benjamin, the missing Sasquatch, who they are searching for, said that he was going off to the place where the feet of the mountain touch the sky. Thank you, RJ. And that is all they know. The feet of the mountain touch the sky is all he said. What that means,
Still a mystery.
still a mystery.
I mean, that just kind of makes me want to go up the lava mountain more.
Yeah.
So what are we doing here? We're following the footprints. We're heading to the.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Oh, I have a question.
Yeah.
I had a pulled muscle last time.
Oh.
Does that
dear.
carry through today?
I believe it would.
Yeah. Let's say it does because this is still the same
It's
scene.
still the
Yeah,
same
you're still
scene.
sort of
Right,
on
yeah.
the same adventure, and consequences don't just disappear at the end of scenes. That's sort of
All
the
right.
point.
So
Also,
I hobble along.
right. Also, if I am correct, Dom, correct me if
looking
I'm
over my
wrong
shoulder
here,
at
but
you, like,
Amy, you still have a few re-rolls banked from last week, right? Dom, do those carry over?
Oh, I do. Yeah.
I did declare that they carried over. I have not figured out where I wrote them. I think
Dude,
possibly
You gave a
I
Those-
lot of them to
separated.
The
me.
re-rolls from
Yeah.
last week, did they carry over, right? If anybody had them left?
It's up to you. Yeah.
Oh,
You
yes.
declared
Then
last
yes.
week that they
Then
were-
I have
Oh, God
some
of the realm.
Yes.
It is up to you.
I
Oh,
declare
there's my reroll
that the
count. I've got
rerolls
one.
carry over.
Oh, Amy's got
I've,
one.
I've got a couple too.
You've got a couple too. Gina, anything?
No, I used them all, and then Amy
Gina
let me
used them
use
all.
them.
All right. So cool. So those
I
are
got
also
none, guys.
right. You still have your
Yet.
consequence
Hint,
yet.
Or the players.
Or us.
Or us.
Oh, the players.
Or the players.
So, we're following the footprints into the jungle. Is that it?
Yes.
Oh.
In the direction of the. You said it. It was just.
It is
Yeah,
in the jungle.
it's all.
It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
beach,
it's all
jungle, mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understood.
All right. So yeah, you follow the footsteps into the jungle.
I'd like to hop within each footstep,
Hop with each footstep.
Get
Sure.
into the mindset.
get in the mindset, figure out where he was going, what he was up
Oh
to.
wow, the method.
Get
Are you
the
a method cheerleader?
I'm totally a method cheerleader.
So why doesn't everybody make like a notice roll?
Okay.
We'll consider that like tracking the footprints.
We said passive resistance of like 1.
Yeah, 1. It's pretty easy.
Oh,
They're very fresh.
I got 2.
I got
Okay.
5.
Well,
That'll,
all right.
that'll cover it.
That's
So
great.
I'm about to notice something as I'm giving this speech of, well, since Heather's gone, she was the leader, and seeing as I was the next in line as the in the bowling champion, it only fair that I'm now number 2, right? Right, guys?
Thank you, Tibbs.
Hi, thanks.
Yay!
Are you a Klingon, Gaknar? Bet you are.
Oh, yeah, good. Thank you.
Thank you, Klingon warrior.
So,
Kapla.
wait, are you?
Kapla.
Are you guys? Are you assenting to Gina's argument that she should take over as leader because she came in second in the bowling contest? It's very powerful logic.
Gina takes good
I'm
care
not
of
sure
us.
she did come in second, and I'm a rules lawyer, but I'm also not really inclined to fight for this. So
Oh my god, how was I not the one that came in second? It was me
Our
and
peer
Heather in the
dice.
we
last.
were on a team.
We were on a
And
team,
we
and then we had
faced
the
off.
battle.
But the dual elimination structure doesn't lend itself to a properly determined. We didn't do a round robin.
Also, remember the other team just gave up.
I think
The other team gave up, and
We did.
might I point out, the only reason she won was because I made her arm brace so that her wrist wouldn't get tired.
That's a good point.
That's true.
You did design the uniforms.
I did. I
Gina
worked
takes
really
good care
hard
of
on
us,
them.
and she gives us lots of good snacks. I say, lead
all,
us.
Well, all of that is great, and I love Gina very much. She also likes to constantly keep everybody together, and
Yeah, because we
Is that
should.
not a reason?
We're
Yes,
a team.
You're making a really good point of why she should be our
but
leader.
that's fair. I go back on my
I concede.
She keeps
I
us all
concede.
safe and makes sure we don't run away.
and feeds us. and
She's
she's a terrible leader.
All right, Gina. Well,
I mean,
you know,
I'm a cheerleader, so I feel like
Leaders in her name.
leader's my name.
This is tough.
It's a compelling argument.
I'm not good at thinking about
How
things,
good are you
guys.
at bowling?
shouldn't you be
I'm
like,
so good at bowling.
Should we do it
We don't have a bowling alley.
But let's do rock, paper, scissors.
We've got coconuts.
Or nose goes.
What is that?
Wait, does
well,
that make
I
Gina
don't
the
know if
leader?
nose goes works in this
Yeah, if
world.
you declare it first, then you're the leader.
What?
I don't care. I'm just making problems.
We do have a coconut. We could try to bowl off again.
Oh,
But I also haven't finished my notice roll.
want to invoke my drama queen because I'm making problems for the sake of making problems.
Well,
all right. Well, what's the consequence of that?
I get a fate point.
No, you have to
Yeah, but
Is it going to
What
mess up
happens?
Gina's notice roll?
no.
no,
Okay,
because
good.
it
Oh.
affects her,
I mean,
not me.
yeah, but it could.
It could.
That would,
Oh,
since we
I'm
haven't
sorry.
given the consequence out yet, that could totally be a consequence. She distracts
You did it
you while
yourself.
you were trying to notice.
I did nothing.
All right. You know what?
Will you accept that?
I mean, I don't have a say, do I?
I mean,
We kind of all
no,
do,
not
probably.
really.
No! That's a
Well, I
great
think you
and
could probably,
horrible
like,
consequence.
I think you can
that
probably
like
pay a
five
fate
shifts
point
You
to
can
it.
what you can
buggered.
You can
yeah,
pay a
what you
fate
can
point
do.
to avoid it.
Yeah, you can pay a fate point to avoid the consequence. You do have that option.
So, okay, just is my consequence
Can't
that my,
believe this is
my notice roll is void, or does it just get nerfed? Like, does it
You
just
got
get
a 5
I got a
against
5.
a 1.
Yeah.
So if we nerfed it by 2, it would be a regular success instead of a success with style.
Well, you know what?
Sure, I'll take that consequence.
Cool.
Yeah.
And Alicia
I don't
had
get a fancy
two.
notice. I just
Right.
sort of
Two.
see
So
something.
Ellie, help yourself to another fate point.
Yay. I'm sorry.
Don't
anything
be,
for
that's
fate
good.
points.
All right.
Queen.
Yeah.
So, Gina, you can have the temporary aspect of I'm in charge now.
I'm in charge now.
Yes.
Right, but your notice
Did I win
is
the
only-
argument?
Yes,
Oh.
you still,
Oh, okay.
I think so. You still win the argument.
Okay.
You just blew your notice roll.
Yeah, okay.
And like everyone, you know, I think the two of you had assented to Gina as the leader, right? And then you called it off. You said that you didn't care anyway.
I was
and
just
reversed
making
your
drama to
position.
make
Okay, cool. So we're good.
That's amazing.
And you know, as you know,
I wrote I'm in trouble now and not in
Your subconscious is like,
subconscious. I'm like, oh no.
Gina, while you are, you know, adjusting to, you know, the weight of authority, you notice there are some other footprints on the ground now. In fact, you know, you can see that there's a bunch of footprints, and the kangaroo's footprints sort of, you know, stop and kind of disappear, and you know, you kind of, you're like, it looks like the kangaroo might have run into somebody who, you know, dragged him off or carried him off or something.
There was a collision. And possibly a. Our pilot is in trouble.
Yeah. What kind of tracks did the other thing have?
The other tracks are they're sort of like paw pads.
A what?
Paw pads. You know?
Okay.
They're sort of
Four-legged or two-legged?
two-legged.
How tall?
I mean, this feels like you should make some kind of investigate. You're asking too many questions for Gina's notice roll.
The game master's getting uncomfortable. You know what that means.
Keep going.
Either keep going or stop before they have rocks fall on us.
Uh-huh.
Is that the sound of the rocks falling on us?
Ooh.
Whoa!
Oh! That's like banging.
What's your passive difficulty on that?
What was that?
Uh-oh.
What's the difficulty?
Don't look it.
The difficulty. We'll call that a 2.
Yeah.
7.
Oh, gee, yeah. Well, Amy, it's like you would guess that these are the paw pads of a full-grown cat person.
Oh.
Cat person.
Yeah.
Perhaps several full-grown.
Perhaps several full-grown cat people.
Possibly more than one. These are
yeah.
cat paws, but the weight and size of them indicate an approximately 6 foot tall biped.
In fact,
Bipedal
that
cat
was so good.
people.
It's like you can sort of tell that it's like there was a scuffle, and Hoppy, the Scottish kangaroo, was dragged off by a couple of cat people towards the volcano.
Oh no.
The
Is
kitties
this
have
gonna
the Joey.
offend them? Like cat ears.
Okay,
If you
I
don't
heard
run
that.
into
I
like
like
cat
that.
people, is that gonna offend them?
Oh, well, hopefully not. Our cat ear suits.
It's gonna like offend cat people.
However,
It
should be an honor.
more.
while you are all discussing this, Abby, your investigative roll was so good that you also noticed these berries that are hanging all over the bushes, and they look super, super delicious.
Hey, Gene, it's cool to eat random things, right?
Yeah, Amy, I absolutely compel you to eat a berry because of your trouble of insatiable curiosity. You are so curious of what these berries taste like.
These
that-
look delicious.
Yeah, and you eat the rime berry, and
A what berry?
Rhineberry?
Rhine?
as you eat the rime berry, you suddenly start realizing that all of your thoughts are starting to rhyme.
Oh,
And,
Rhineberry.
and from this point on, until I guess our first person, until we get our first change up on that.
You got a lot of stuff.
You've got a
Oh,
there's-
this is this is not on.
Thank you for hosting Geek and Sundry.
Also, we've now reached
I
Patrick's
picked this
problem.
lovely random berry. Now I'm in trouble with
Oh,
my
yeah.
berry.
Yeah, we've
I
reached.
told you
Oh,
to
yeah,
think
I
of this.
tried.
Patrick has now
You
found
ate it?
Patrick's pop.
We are experiencing
How many times do I
technical
have to tell you?
difficulties.
Don't just
Please
take
stand
things
by.
and eat them. Are you poisoned? Open your mouth right now.
One thing that makes you really nice is you give us such great advice.
Oh, here we go. Oh my god.
That
Oh
was
my god.
beautiful. Hey.
Wow, I'm sorry. I told you I was bad at this.
All right.
Beautiful rhyme.
It was a really
wonderful.
great
Well done.
rhyme.
All
That
right.
makes you so nice.
Start at the bottom or the top here. I guess you start at the top here.
Silence, not
Amy, it's like you got a sub reroll from Jeff.
Nice.
thank you, Jeff.
Beautiful.
Tippy gave their sub reroll also to Amy.
Yay.
Packing.
Yeah.
Yabba Dabba, Yabba Dabba
Yabba Dabba.
gives their roll also to Amy. Ooh,
I'm sensing a theme here.
Amy is becoming invincible.
Add the to my board. I am strongest on the board.
And
Do I have to do this out of character?
No. Yeah, absolutely.
Now what rhymes with character?
use your best judgment. So,
Director. Yeah.
Sorry,
We got there.
okay, so we've got 1, 2. We
Everyone
got
was
another
not very
reroll.
sure
Gemethist gave their reroll to Eliza.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Gemethys is
Meaning of Night gave a reroll to Amy.
Yes. You. Okay. If anyone gets in trouble, Amy's assisting.
Oh, yeah.
the rhyme conductor. Over
Okay,
here.
and we've got a bunch of rhyme changes in here, so we're gonna let this run a little bit, and we're gonna click off these after we've tortured somebody, I think, for enough at a time.
All right.
So yeah,
Not out of the
Amy,
weeds
you're
yet,
on,
Amy.
and
Yes, I am not out of the weeds. Now begin my rhyming needs.
Nailed it.
It's quality programming, folks. So
Is
yeah,
Star Trek giving you this? I don't think so.
I really hope that is the case. I would make an ecstatic face.
Yay!
Ooh, me too.
Amy's gonna take all the rhymes before it gets to us.
Yeah.
All right. So, Amy, you can see clearly the direction that Hoppy, the Scottish kangaroo, has been dragged off and is towards the volcano by, what looks like a group of cat people. What do y'all want to do?
Well, if it's toward the mountain that we were heading toward, shouldn't we continue toward the mountain?
Is it towards the mountain?
The tracks lead towards the mountaintop. Let's go, let's go. Let's definitely not stop.
You heard the lady?
I want to take some of the berries. I'm not going to eat them. I just want to
Take
take
them.
them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, why don't we say you have added to your extras
Bag
pocket,
of rye,
pocket full of rime berries or something.
Yep.
Pocket full of berries.
Pocket full of rime berries.
Watch out for those, handle with care.
So,
They may give you an altered air.
all right. So, what are we doing?
I hobble along in the track. Hey guys, we gotta make this happen. Let's go find where that guy went, where he was taken by these cat people. Also, I really want to see a cat person. Oh my goodness, cat people? What?
At least it's right, that does sound great.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's rush along and never wait.
Yeah.
Well,
I like rhyming, Amy.
Very entertaining.
see, Gina as the leader.
Very entertaining.
Oh!
I'm so sorry. I don't know what's come over me.
I feel that way as well, you see.
Did I take the pun berries?
The pun berries.
The pun berries. That'll be
Save that one for
yeah,
next
a future thing. Thank you.
that's so much
someone
harder.
write down pun
Whoa.
berries. Yeah, so you all, dart. Gina goes first because you are the leader now, and you all dart down into the jungle, following this path, and it leads you, through the side of the volcano, where you come to, a sort of cave entrance that seems to lead into the side of the volcano, and it is flanked by two extremely large pillars that have sort of these ridged overhang, and it's like as you look at them, it's like from the exact right angle, it's like they almost look like two gigantic feet running up the side of the mountain.
Whoa. Feet of mountain, feet of the mountain, feet of the mountain.
Oh.
This is it. This is the feet of the mountain.
So I just
Right.
keep following the feet.
Can we go? Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. It's like
should go
walkable.
inside. The mountain
It's not
speed I
just
think
like
we found.
Yeah.
Benjamin must be around.
Yeah, no, there's just a cave. It's just they are just flanking the entrance to a cave. That is all. It's like.
Oh.
We're going in the cave? I want to go in the cave.
We should go
Was
inside.
Benjamin
Wait, can we-
Sasquatch or cat?
We don't know what's
I
inside the cave. There could
remember
be
much,
bats.
but I've forgotten that.
Benjamin.
think Benjamin was
is a
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
Yeah.
This is Sasquatch.
That's what I thought. But
They
why
dwell
then
in
here?
caves. Because they dwell in caves. But that's how you say words.
Well,
I'm afraid it isn't clear.
I want to
Thanks,
make a torch. I want to find like some wood, wrap some stuff around it, maybe find some stuff I see that's flammable, light it.
yeah, that seems like a arts and crafts thing, right?
Yes.
Gina
Sure.
can roll to make torch,
Absolute.
which is probably pretty easy for you. So.
Yeah, there's jungle and stuff around. Let's just call that a 1 for resistance.
I got 5.
Okay, you make torches for everyone.
Yay!
Everybody, you
Yes.
now have a
Now
torch
take
in your
these.
extras.
Light them. Don't light yourself on fire.
Okay.
I said don't light yourself.
Gina has,
Don't.
Gina has, pulled some branches off some trees and quickly identified, some scraps of clothing to wrap on the top, and sort of pulled them off strategically from people, and wrapped that and found like a kind of fungus that works as sort of like a inflammatory agent, and like put it all on, and it all seemed to work very well. Ooh, thank you, sub.
Hey!
I feel like we should also grab some mushrooms for later if they're flammable.
That was a great qualifier there.
Okay, I take some-
Yeah, you said they were flammable, right?
Yeah, it's like
fungi.
that inflammable like fungi that Gina found. Yeah, it's like that's actually a great idea. So why don't we say you have flaming shrooms.
Flaming shrew.
Flaming shroom.
Handful of flaming shrooms.
Handful of flaming shrooms. Pocket
That's
full
a
or whatever.
great
Yeah.
name
Yeah.
for a band.
That's a fantastic name for a band.
Lisa's found some flaming shrooms. Those will help in these dark rooms.
Oh.
Yes.
And the four of you take your torches and you head into the cave, and the paw prints continue, and you walk, and as you walk, it's like you start to smell like kind of like a little bit of a bad smell, but it's not like unbearable. It's like a little bit of a little dank.
Full funk.
What if
little
one
funk.
of you had waited till we were in a less confined area?
Wasn't me. I think it's the stinky feet of the mountain.
Gina,
Valid point.
Heart of Handprints gave you a sub roll. So you get your reroll.
Thank you, Heart of Handprints.
Thank you, Heart
Yay.
of Handprints. Also, while you are walking down the cave, Amy, it's like you sort of start feeling better. It's like you can start thinking sort of clearly again. But Eliza, suddenly you're walking along, being like, man,
You know what?
this
I
cave
get a
is.
little hungry, and I'm like, Haley, can I get one of those berries again? And before Gina can warn me, I just grab a berry from her.
Actually,
It's too late.
Already
It's too late.
doing
Never
it.
mind.
Oh, that berry is very tasty now. Oh no, I think I'm rhyming now. Oh God.
Wow.
oh no!
Wow.
Actually, I don't think you are. I think you're still okay.
Thank you for this, DJ Regular.
Oh my god! Thank God! Oh my god! Thank God! Oh my God!
Are you all right?
Okay, so it doesn't last forever. That's the plus side.
Well, right as you push on, you keep following these tracks, and suddenly, you hear sounds. It's like the echoes of the cave make it a little pin. It's like kind of a, almost like the sound of a crowd or footsteps or masses. You can't quite pull it, and you walk, and suddenly the light at the end of the tunnel sort of appears to you, and you walk towards it, and as you emerge on the other side of the tunnel, you find yourself, in the center cone of the volcano, but there's a thriving city built inside of it.
Whoa.
And you are in a busy marketplace where there are all kinds of people. I mean, you know what? It's like, let's go full BoJack Horseman here. It's like, cat people, goat people. It's like, all kinds of fantasy creatures, whatever you want. This is like a big kind of teeming metropolis full of all kinds of stuff.
Zootopia.
Where do all these people live?
There's people here.
Yeah, and it's
Look
like
at
there are
them go!
buildings and
They live inside a
houses.
volcano.
It's like the volcano is very large, and it's like
It's
there's
not
a
just
city.
a marketplace, it's a whole city?
Yeah, there's a city constructed right there in the volcano. It's like it's not like you can see the whole thing from where you are. It's like it's a city. It's like there are streets to walk down, and there are businesses, and there are people.
I
and-
take off running. It's too cool. Sorry.
I run after my friend Amy because I want to
Yeah, very sorry. My name doesn't rhyme with
see
anything.
this city.
Okay.
Not be lamey.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep track of your pocketbooks!
That will count, I guess.
No rhyme shaming.
Not be
No.
lamey.
Not
These are
delay.
beautiful rhymes. You are trying. I believe in you.
Not delay. There it
So, just for a
is. This
second.
pull muscle will not delay me.
there's
There it is. Boom. There it is.
That was awesome.
Nailed it.
It's all about the rewrite. Oh, thank you, grading.
Thank you.
And so there's a thing we like to do here when we get to a new location that may be an important place, where we ask you to throw out some aspects and sort of help us build the location. So we're giving you one, which is that there's kind of a bad funk about this city, a little bit of a smell in the air. It's like it's not like overpowering. You're not dying, but it's just kind of like a little bit of a. Like there's
What
a
kind of
dump
stench?
downwind or something. Or
Like
upwind.
a
So
farm?
trash. It smells like
yeah,
trash.
it's like well, it's hard to pin down. It's just like it's like a bad smell.
Okay.
You would think the dog
Oh,
people would have a
you know
problem with
what?
bad smell.
Okay, well, hold on for a second. All right, so yeah, keep going.
Okay.
You are in this marketplace. There's a bad smell. What else do we think we might have in this city?
Well, I guess for now, in
Souvenirs.
this marketplace, right?
In this marketplace, let's say.
The marketplace.
They're
Right.
selling souvenirs.
They're selling souvenirs.
Oh, God, how do you spell that?
SOUVNIR.
If you would like to contribute to the Nick Gilman Literacy Fund, please send your money to Saving Throw.
Perfect.
Yeah.
There's nothing that rhymes with perfect, but I will do my very best.
Close.
Yeah.
Cheers to that. Cheers to doing our very best.
Yeah.
I should be better at this.
Not rhyming is a kind of rhyming. So yeah, Eliza, it's like as you are struggling because you feel the need to rhyme, but you can you always end on the worst words possible.
It is kind of a curse. My name does not rhyme with anything.
Yeah, it's it starts to kind of wear off on you a tiny bit.
It's not a word.
But Ellie, you've been carrying around those berries, and those berries have sort of started to seep through your pocket into your skin a little bit. So Ellie, you feel the rhyming coming on. I'm going to say that's
Seeping through my
courtesy
skin.
of
Trouble
grading.
am I in?
Thank you.
Are these
You
randoms
licked
or
your
selected?
fingers after
this
you
is
picked the
this is a
berries.
random.
You just forgot, and you were just,
There's juice on my fingers.
Yeah.
There's nothing that rhymes with fingers.
No, I should specify whether they're random
Lingers.
versus selected.
Ah, the juice still lingers.
Awesome.
So yeah, what else? They're
Practicing
selling.
for play? Why are we all rhyming?
We're very sick.
The berries.
You're
So-
very sick.
It's the berries.
You know how you're always telling us not to eat random food?
I saw you eat. Are you all eating the random food? You ran away. I'm not talking.
Oh,
to you.
yeah, bye.
Oh, I ran away too, I guess.
Oh yeah, you're out of there.
Yeah.
We're not talking. Any other aspects you want for this marketplace?
Yes, there's a heavy gambling ring going on.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Like
a
those
heavy-
street gambler things.
Oh yeah, in fact, we'll go further.
Craps.
It's like there's like 3-card Monte guys.
Yeah.
There's like those guys playing speed chess.
Yeah.
It's like there's all sorts of like kind of.
The hell is speed chess?
And
Oh
is
yeah,
that
no, I guess
gambling?
that's a New
don't
York
think
City
it is.
thing. It's like oh yeah,
It's
like
not
those
gambling,
guys. Oh
though.
yeah, those guys.
There's tumbleweeds of
Serious
different fur everywhere. You're just constantly static electricity.
Tumbleweeds.
Static electric
Versus
tumbleweeds.
tea. Everything's getting stuck to me.
Should do for now.
Nice.
Nice.
How many is that?
That's 4.
4. All right, we're good.
We're good?
So you're in a marketplace, and there's a huge gambling ring, and you guys are hanging out. And Amy's disappeared into a crowd, and the one thing I can tell you for sure is that there's just no way to track these footprints any further. You're in the city, and now, whatever it is.
We need to find them.
Maybe we should ask around. I mean, there's a giant crowd.
It's true, but maybe we need to be a little more discreet. Assume an identity. I'll meet you back here in 15. And then I leave.
My name is now Esmeralda. That was a terrible idea. I just had to.
That is
Excellent.
like a rhyme, yeah.
It absolutely is a rhyme.
Try it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Secret identity.
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda.
All right. Well, you are in the guise of Esmeralda. What are you doing?
I also ran ahead, and I just ran towards the souvenir shop.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at these little trinkets they have,
All right.
and they're all feet and volcanoes.
Oh yeah.
Funny
definitely.
Yeah,
That's the
absolutely.
theme.
Yeah, that's their stock and trade around this place. Feet and
Yes.
volcanoes.
That's really
Sometimes
cute.
together, sometimes separate. Feet and volcano trinkets.
Aw,
Right.
Is that like, when you find the one, you find your feet or your volcano?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's sweet.
What?
if they're sold separately or together, is that like,
Like a best friend necklace
friend
made of
yeah.
feet and volcanoes?
Yeah.
You're the feet to my volcanoes.
You're the feet
that
to
kind
my
of-
I'm not
volcano.
judging this culture. I'm not judging this culture.
one of you is grounded and one of you is explosive. And
There
that's how
you
get
go.
together.
One of you stinks and the other one's dangerous?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
They both stink,
Love.
really. Sulfur stink versus foot stink.
Yeah.
Good point.
They're both stinky.
We could really dive into this metaphor.
Yeah.
There's a lot to unpack here.
Yeah.
I like it.
That works surprisingly well.
I would like to start going into the gambling area as Esmeralda, the dancing person who only speaks in rhyme. That's
Flamenco
what I'm going to
dancer.
do all the time.
Yep, started.
Sure.
Nailed it at
Well,
the end.
yeah.
Nailed it at the end there. I was excited to see how you were going to pull
Stuck
that
that
one out.
landing.
I like that. Yeah. Well, Esmeralda, you excuse me. You very coyly work your way into the let's say the center of the part of the square where most of the gamblers seem to be hanging out. People look at you, you look at them. There's kind of everyone checking out who the new person is. What would you like to do? Want to make a notice roll, investigate
Yes.
roll? Yeah.
I want to notice what the type of currency is
Sure.
Cool. Yeah, that's
to get really into this
yeah,
biz.
that
Is that even like a 1? That's like a
We'll
0.
call it a 0.
Yeah.
3.
3. Well, yeah, you instantaneously see that everybody is sort of, has currency that are, clams. You pick it up and they're just like, hey, I bet 100 clams on this. Hey, you want 100 clams on that? They
A lot of shellfish being thrown.
Yeah.
yes, they
Actual
gamble in
clams.
denominations of
Actual
100
clams.
often. They use actual clams. They're different colors. They seem to understand them in different denominations.
I go up to wherever their version of blackjack is, and I pull out the berries. These are magic berries. Who would like to play with these?
The dealer looks over and he's like,
Who would like to play with these?
These.
Berries
Berries and
these.
these.
Berries these. Berries these.
okay, yeah.
I'd like to play with these.
Play with these. Yep.
I'm going to allow it.
So yeah, the dealer, looks over and is like, take your rhyming berries and get out of here. Sounds like you've been into them yourself. Who are you?
I invoke Drama Queen and shove him in his face.
Oh, snaps.
Okay. What is the consequence of that, you think?
Well.
I start a fight in the gambling ring.
Yeah,
Sure. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. I hear my
Ellie,
fight.
take
I hear
a
that
fate
fight.
point.
I hear that fight, and I compel myself to run over. And
Right, so the
join
guy
fight.
takes a face full of berries and he's like, "Ah, what the hell did you do? Hey, I'm gonna fight you!"
We all hear the scuffle and come a running.
Okay.
I probably
because
don't because
would-
I'm still lost. Can I
I'm-
take the point for having jumped into the city and missing all of this?
Yeah. I
Tell
mean,
me
take
when
the
I
point, you can
find
take
him.
the point, meaning that you will not be involved in this conflict. You are somewhere else in the market, and you do not hear this fight start.
well,
Gotta act on my thing.
It's cool.
Character.
It's cool.
so you both have come running.
Yes.
Yeah, Mama Bear. I mean, I heard.
And I just
Ruckus.
want to fight.
All right.
like,
well,
Something's
Ellie,
going down.
the rhyming berries are wearing off, and Gina, you feel yours kicking in again, courtesy of Yebba Debba. Thank you.
Thank you, Yabba.
Honestly, rhyming Gina is good for anything. There is no project that is not improved by rhyming Gina. So thank you.
Nice. Let's see
Gina?
the master.
Got some
work.
big shoes to fill.
Gina, you
I
come
really
run.
wish you hadn't said that. Because it makes me upset at that.
Yeah. All right.
See what you did
Flipped it
there.
right
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah. Modified ending.
New structures.
You know,
It's getting more
I'm just-
complex every second.
Shakespearean. Yeah.
Developed a new cadence of speaking. Full Shatner, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, I guess we are now in a combat scene, Nick.
Yes. So it would
There,
seem.
yeah, it's like a brawl breaks out. Ellie, you have, you turned on the drama queen. You threw a fit. You shoved this dude. It's like, he bumped into somebody. That guy knocked something over onto some other person, and all of a sudden now it's like,
I mean, yeah, we busted. So
Yes.
it's like a, how dare you hurt my friend? Prepare to meet your end.
Fair enough.
that was amazing. All right, yeah. So let's say.
You really wish you hadn't
Use
said
those
that. Now
decks?
you
Yeah,
must
sure.
rhyme your way through combat.
Oh.
There are 3 of you.
I like the way your head works.
Well, when you walk in
now
your
we're-
very official-looking first-line uniforms, the first line is not well known, but your uniforms are clearly uniforms, and some people immediately back off. But There are 4 troublemakers
To break rainbow
encircling you, looking for a fight.
Oh
Right,
yeah.
led by the guy who you shoved the rhyming berries into the face
Awesome.
of.
Yeah.
And he's all like, I brought some backup. You better watch out. I'm gonna punch your snout.
Not before I hit your lights out.
Ooh, them's fighting words.
Mike has been dropped.
Joke's on you. We don't have snouts. We have noses. So there.
All right, one of them just
In
gives
your
up.
kitty
No.
hair.
All right, so that having been said, y'all have first move here. Although this is 3-on-4 because Amy, you are busy looking at.
I'm sorry, guys, this
volcano
thing's really
/
interesting.
foot-themed
Yeah, you're
souvenirs.
listening to the
Souvenirs.
shopkeeper talk about how it's used as a love metaphor,
Yeah.
and you're like, but it's feet, and I'm
I'm keeping that inside though. I'm just respectfully listening and asking a lot of questions.
And these are 4, sort of anthropomorphic animal people. To keep them separate, we'll call them, goat man, a rabbit lady, giraffe man, and a, what do we want the last one to be? Anybody?
Beetle.
A beetle.
Oh.
A big giant beetle.
So what are
Of
the rules,
indeterminate
you
gender.
ugly ghouls?
Ooh. Well,
There's no rules. It's a fight. The rules are win. That wasn't the guy who's.
Oh.
yeah, he didn't have any raspberries.
That was that goat man has the rhyming berries. That was giraffe
man.
lady.
We have to win. Huddle in.
Oh, this is gold. Right?
They're standing around. Like,
We're waiting. Tell us what to do. Or I'm just going to go nuts. Do you want me to just go nuts? I can just go nuts.
I got
Whatever.
your food.
By the way, folks, while they are huddling,
what you're
and
good
remind
at.
you of the first line maintenance
Let's
fund,
win this
which
combat.
you were monitoring.
Yeah.
here.
All right. I stole your line.
Good.
First line needs your support. All right, so what have we decided to do?
Do what we're good at.
just
Win
gonna-
this combat.
Go nuts.
Oh, you're gonna fight. All right.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we got a.
Ready.
Yeah.
I
Right.
got exactly.
We have the initiative order for physical conflicts. Amy's not here. Between them, it's Eliza, Gina, and Ellie. And all 3 of them will attack before.
yes, they'll all go before the.
They'll all go before the
Gamblers.
The gamblers.
Oh, dang.
Got reroll.
Oh, I have reroll. I'm a reroll.
Up.
So now I'm down to 2 rerolls.
See how much that helps?
Thank you, Franzies.
Subbing gets our players rerolls, but
Oh,
can
so-
also get us rerolls,
Or
which will
you
make the
could
game
give them to the
more
players.
entertaining. Now, the players have too many already. You wanna? I
kinda wanna use one more reroll.
I don't.
You're going against a 3, by the way.
Rerolls for
Oh,
Ellie.
yeah.
If that
What'd you
helps
get?
make decisions.
I got a 3.
Oh, well,
But if I reroll,
well,
you could also.
You're in combat,
Yeah.
so to do damage, you have to do better than
Right.
who you're rolling against.
But you could also
Right.
supplement by playing a fate point. I mean, you
That
have
is
probably a
true.
couple of qualities that would apply here.
all right, I'll do that then. I'm a former gymnast, so I would like to do a a move where I do several flips and just like end in a and punch 2 of them in the
All right,
face.
several flips
sad I'm
followed
missing
by a double punch. I mean, you get,
Oh yeah.
you can only hit 1 at a time, but that
But
is
for
perfectly
stylistic
acceptable.
reasons, we will let you hit both, even though only
Right,
one
yes.
can actually be
Okay,
damaged.
that's
you
fine.
know.
It's all about
For
the
the
style.
show, yeah. yeah.
Oh, and I do this, okay?
Okay.
Right?
Excellent.
Did I spend
Yes.
my point?
This
Two
is like
shifts
combat
sounds
directed
good
by
to you?
Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
You know. There's a lot of hits; they don't all matter. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be mean to Zack Snyder. He's trying his best. I'm sure.
He's just a person out there trying his best.
All right, so
Multi-million-dollar.
what is that? So you that's a spread of 2.
Yes. So I'm gonna say you do the flip and you sock the rabbit person right in the nose.
Take that, rabbit.
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't mean it to be offensive.
And then the
Like,
rabbit goes
I respect
dag
that you're a
nabbit.
rabbit, but just we're fighting on different sides. I
Yeah,
actually
it's
like
a
rabbits a
minor
lot.
49er rabbit for some reason. It says stuff like dag nabbit.
Dag nabbit.
Cool.
It rhymes with rabbit. Dag nabbit.
Gina, you are next.
Like
Yeah,
a
take an old cunt, sorry.
Minor,
It's all
like-
kind of
Okay.
Coal miner, like miner.
Gold
Yeah.
Rush minor?
Yeah.
Okay. So 1849.
We'll discuss this later.
Oh,
What game were
Stop
the
being curious,
people
Anna.
that we're fighting playing? like what's around? You said blackjack,
I was going after blackjack
Yeah.
and that's okay.
cards.
Yeah. Okay. Was there like a table they were playing on, or was that on the floor? Like
Where do you want the table to be?
between us, I guess. I guess they started fighting on the side of them. I want to do like I want to table flip it up and down.
Oh, I would
Or
say
card
there's
flip.
definitely a table in reach that is,
Yes.
you know, flippable on them, you know, at least. Yeah.
I guess my question would be, would you call that a fight roll or a physique roll? Is it, you know, the strength to flip the table at
That
them,
sounds like
or
It doesn't
is it
matter.
the
That
attack?
sounds like
Doesn't matter to
physique.
me.
Yeah, let's do physique.
Short.
Oh.
What did you
That is a good
do?
laugh or a bad laugh?
Oh,
I mean,
no.
good for you, bad for me.
Yay!
I just rolled the full minuses.
Yeah.
Yay!
So you are going against a -3. Good luck.
+3.
Oh, well,
Six shift.
six shift. I mean,
Take 2 with that.
yeah.
That's literally enough damage to take 2 people
Right.
out.
It's like, Gina, you
Nice.
flip that table and,
And
you
like
know.
literally, it's like that perfect thing where there's like 2 of the fighters are on the other side of the table. So when you flip it, it like they both catch it and fall down with the table on top of them.
Nice.
Oh.
Yay,
Lobster claw.
So that's
Someone's getting a reroll.
Beetle and giraffe.
Don't listen to Amy. No.
Ellie, you're up. There's a goat and a rabbit.
Oh,
Beetle
Ellie.
and the giraffe
Ellie.
have been smushed.
The random rhyming berry
Is back
is
at me?
kicking back onto you and wearing off of Gina.
Comes all
Thank
over my
you,
hands.
RJ
I'm
Canuck.
ready to kick your butt, and it's totally gonna be rad. Whoa.
Oh! I still have it all smooshed all over my fingers, and I put it on my face like war paint.
Yeah.
You know you can absorb it through the skin, right?
Shush your face, you goat man! I'm gonna kick you in the can.
And
And inspired by this
You're
lady.
gonna try and kick him in the can.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But inspired by this lady, I chap into my cheer foo.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
You
you don't
won't
have
need
to.
that unless
Right.
you-
first,
Yeah.
Just
first,
cause.
first roll on your fight.
But you are using your cheer foo here. You need to beat a 1.
Well, I did
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
She didn't beat a 1.
0.
Can I give that away?
Would you
I'm
like
not
to
here.
invoke your cheer foo?
I would like to invoke my cheer foo.
And you can re-roll.
I don't.
Oh,
I cannot.
Oh, I thought you had.
Well, you can always just spend a
Wait,
fate point
Amy,
to
did you
reroll.
say you want to give a reroll?
Quick question. Can I give a reroll when I'm not there?
Oh.
I mean, it's not like I have an in-game item that's a reroll.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think
would
you can
argue you
transfer
can.
a reroll to
The
Ellie.
magic of rerolls exists outside of the
Yeah,
realms
it's
of regular
we'll,
possibility.
we'll say yeah. That's the rerolls are
You
part of Fun's
magically
magic.
So yeah,
like
you might
you
want to
can
hang
try
on to that
again.
fate point then until after reroll. See how you do.
Hold that puppy.
Oh, the lobster claw! Give that some to us. Thank you, lobster claw. I promise we will use that to do something really bad to these people.
Just saying, or
Too bad.
the player.
Too bad. That would have been really helpful for
So
your
go ahead and
total
take the
fail
Yeah, go ahead and take the reroll.
earlier.
Mwahahaha.
Why am I
Antagonizing
antagonizing
them?
them? They have a thing. I don't know.
Very foolish.
All right.
That's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4.
Okay.
Yeah.
You basically
guys.
you run up and you kick the goat man in the can, and you kick him so hard he's like you kick the rhyme out of him and he falls down onto the ground.
Take that, you goat man.
you
That's
have
what looks.
rendered
That's
him-
what works when you look like Satan.
You have rendered him unconscious by kicking him in the butt, which is very impressive, if I do say so myself. All right, so Rabbit Guy is the last one left. I actually want to do a
Rabbit
thing
lady,
here.
I believe.
Rabbit Lady.
Rabbit lady, thank you.
Rabbit Lady is the last one left. I actually want to do a thing here, though, seeing as how
bunny lady?
Rabbit Lady
Stuff.
just, watched 3 of their compatriots get knocked down in as many seconds. We'll call this a 2 passive resistance. Rabbit Lady does not run away.
All right.
Rabbit Lady definitely is shook by, suddenly being the only person fighting the 3 of you instead of outnumbering you. But she is going to take a swing at, I think, you, Ellie, since you got the last attack, and that one looks really scary. Because you knocked someone unconscious by kicking him in the butt, which is like, you must have kicked him real hard.
It's a lot of force.
Make a physique or athletics roll, whichever one you want to use to defend, and you are looking to beat a 2.
Well, it's a 4.
Okay.
Score!
So, Rabbit Lady takes a swing at you. Was that just for curiosity, was that athletics or physique?
Athletics.
Perfect. So, Rabbit Lady takes a swing at you, and you, like, you're faster than a rabbit. You matrix out of the way. Elisa, we are back to you. Your turn.
All right. Okay. So, okay, I'll just roll first. I got a 3.
Rabbit Lady got a 4.
I will use a fate point to do another flip, and I come up on Rabbit Lady and take her by surprise.
Nice. Right. She thought she avoided your attack, but she didn't realize it was all set up for a careful counterattack.
That's right.
All right. Rabbit Lady, if anybody so much as touches her, she's going down. Who's next?
I think it's me. Yeah, I'm gonna go just full brunt. I'm just gonna like hip check her.
Nice. Ooh,
A little hip check.
you need to beat a 0.
Okay.
Try these or something.
What is a hip check? Is that athletics or physique? Or I mean, it doesn't really matter for me. I'm just-
I think in this case it would be fight because it's
Okay.
more of like an attack than just like a brute strength.
Woof.
I'm also at a 0.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my reroll.
Go for it.
Oh, sure.
That's the same result. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. Oh, thank God. It's a 2.
Oh, that's more than you need.
Yes. Ready for my reroll. Yay.
You hip check Rabbit Lady, and she like stumbles back and like flips over a table, and then they're all out. The the brawl around you, because while you guys were fighting these gamblers, many other gamblers chose this moment to
Hop
settle all
along,
scores.
delinquents.
It's like the gambling market is still in chaos. There are people fighting all around you.
Oh no.
In fact,
You guys, look at what I've done. This is so much fun.
Oh no.
Well,
We need the police. Oh wait, we are the police.
yeah,
I'm just going to add this temporary aspect
Chaos.
to the market now of chaos.
also, hang on. We're gonna, Ellie, that Berry is starting to randomly wear off on you, and starting to work on Lisa again.
Oh dear.
So yeah, doing my yeah.
During the chaos of this scene, I'd like to notice something green.
Well,
Yep.
Elisa, I'm not. You know what? I like that so much. I'm not even gonna make you roll for that because that was so great. Yeah, no,
It doesn't
you
have to be green.
You
it can
actually
be any color.
no, it is green. In fact, you notice this salamander man, kind of like this green salamander man, and he's kind of like crouching down like behind like some potted plants, and he's sort of looking at y'all sort of inquisitively. You've seen this look in Amy's eyes. You see the curiosity. When he sees that you've spotted him, he looks over. He's like, "Who are you people? What do you want here? What are you doing starting fights? I've never seen you before. Who are you?"
Oh, hi, Salamander. Everything's fine. You know why? Because we're the first line.
Are you back, Amy? Did you
I don't
want
know.
to? I mean,
Tell me when I'm back.
Now that the fight's over, if you
I wanna come in-
wanted to
You
wander
came
back
in
over,
with
Yeah,
that
Amy.
applause.
They're like, hey, what happened here?
You
It was a fight. We solved it.
and,
I mean, we
Sorta.
started it,
and
I
you
started
close
it.
in around.
Ellie!
but it's fine now. Also, we're bringing up a gambling.
They were being rude. She had every right to defend herself.
Okay.
And as you draw in, you see Elisa talking to this salamander, and the salamander says, my name's not Salamander, it's Sal, okay? Sal,
yes.
Sal Newton.
Salamanders my father.
Sal A. Mander.
Yes, Sal A.
Mr.
Mander.
Mander.
Now, his name is Sal Newton.
Sal Newton.
Yeah, it's like I'm Sal Newton. At
Yay!
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Sal, it's I don't like fights. Is there anything I can? What are you doing? What do you want? What do I do to get you people out of here?
We're so sorry. We do not mean to start a fight. We are here looking for someone. It's a rescue mission.
Who are you looking for?
Have you ever met a Sasquatch named Benjamin?
Oh, Benjamin the Sasquatch. Yeah, I know Benjamin. Everybody knows Benjamin.
Really?
He's been gone for 20 years.
He's the only Sasquatch down here, and he's been down here
We found him? Is this Needon?
maybe about 20 years, I would guess.
Oh, yeah. Is
I'm
this place called Needon?
No, this is Volcano City.
Okay, that's
Okay.
Needon?
Fair. It's to the
You
point.
mean like, Garden of Needon?
Yes.
It's just like some kid's story. What's wrong with you people?
You live in
Anyway,
a city near a volcano. It's not that weird.
all right, I appreciate that.
Appreciate the logic of that comment.
To get you all out of here, I'll tell you where you can find Benjamin.
A follow-up question. Have you seen a kangaroo?
No, I ain't seen no kangaroos.
Horde of cat people?
Cat people. Well, the guards are all cat people.
Oh.
Do you have a prison?
Well, I mean, there's like a county jail, but, no like prison. I mean,
So we're going to
place
the
is
county
pretty
jail.
low key.
Our kangaroo pirate friend is in jail. We should go there. He might need bail.
Oh.
That seems likely.
Anybody got any clams?
Clams.
I think I used up all my berries.
It's the only way to bet. It's their currency.
Oh, neat.
Mm-hmm.
How many? What's the approximate value of a clam? How many types of clam are there? Are they still living? Do you use them as currency? Do you grow them? Does that distort the economy?
Are you compelling yourself here?
I don't
All
know
right.
what the consequence is, though.
I suppose it could be that your friend clams up. No. I'll see
Yeah.
myself
You
out.
need a
Excuse me.
Pineapple.
Amy, take a
Need a
fate.
pineapple.
Amy, take a fate point. You're compelling yourself, and
That makes
I'm going
me
to declare that the consequences. Says, look, there ain't no kangaroos in the jail. I got out of there myself this morning. You know what? And I'm getting a little tired of y'all. So here you go. And he pulls out a pad and he scribbles something on it, and he whoops it off and he hands it to you, and he's like, "Here's where you find your Sasquatch buddy. Now go find him and get out of here." And,
I have so many more questions.
And drag you away.
Thank you.
And Elisa,
Thank you.
he
Thank
gives
you.
the note to you, which you look down and you see the address. We will say 123 Bake Street.
Yep.
123 Fig Street.
But
Well,
Guys, this address might be hard to find.
do we think it's a real address here? Or
I
was
start
he
looking at the
playing a
signs.
trick on our ears?
I mean, you notice that like a bunch of
that's
the
a good
signs
question.
of. I'm not going to make you roll for this. You notice that a bunch of the signs around you are for like made up place and like
unreal.
right.
You're rational.
I'm
Right.
starting to sense
Name
a
to be
theme.
decided later circle.
I'm starting to sense a theme.
Yeah.
These streets' names are all very keen.
What is language but a construct? You know? Think about
Why are we getting deep?
it. Wrong game. Wrong game.
Tune in next week where we talk metaphysics of language on Tempting Fate.
On Tempting Fate.
The
Philosopher's RPG.
Yep.
Okay, everyone. Should we go to the jail first or try to find this address? Ben.
Address.
Well, we have one vote. Would anyone else
Give me
like
an
to
A.
give
Did
the...
he think he was telling the truth about being in prison?
It's hard to tell. He seemed a bit miffed at the end there.
Aw. I'm sorry, guys.
Your questions are 100% useful and lovely, and never gonna chase that feeling, except when someone, looks a little uncomfortable. Maybe just respect boundaries, but also never stop.
Gina, take a fate point.
Yeah, and that's good advice. Respect people's boundaries, but also never stop.
I like that a lot, actually. It's great.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was the delivery, though.
I'm filled with determination to do something.
Oh, wait, I didn't rhyme. I like that a lot. That's great. That's a good lesson when you're playing Fate.
Never donate to
They're,
take
get,
Applebee's.
they're getting better.
Getting in the groove of things.
Yeah.
And now the rhyming kind of sings.
What? How are you doing this so well? What happened? You need a second
She
dose
took
of the
an
berries.
actual
That's what
berry.
happened.
So, where are
Oh, yeah,
you all
what are we
going?
doing?
Oh, we knew what my
She
You
voted
voted
for Benjamin.
today.
Kind of want to check out the prison.
we need the captain to get back. We also need our friend Benjack.
Benjack, yeah.
Benjack.
Common nickname for
Benjack.
Benjamin.
Yeah.
Sure.
Benjack Kangaroo Man. That is his.
I'll
New
go
name.
Not
with
the kangaroo.
the crowd. I don't
Oh,
have
right.
a-
He's not a kangaroo. Sorry, I'm mixing up.
I'll go with the crowd. So who's gonna get loud?
Gina, are you gonna get loud? By which
We
I
all
mean, which way
voted
are
for
you
the
voting?
address, except
what
me.
did you vote? Well,
I haven't voted yet.
I voted prison. You voted address. You're kind of both on both sides.
Oh, I'm the
Tie break.
tiebreaker.
Gina's a very democratic leader.
Mm-hmm.
Being a leader is tough.
Yeah.
You got to make the hard choices.
A lot of Picard in you.
Oh, really? I accept that compliment.
Oh, great.
A little more Kirk than Picard. I'm just to give you an acting.
I was just
Like a little
accepting
more
the
English in
compliment.
it, and then like
Go make me Earl Grey tea right now. Okay.
That was Janeway.
True leaders lead.
There it is.
coffee.
Yeah.
Well, we're young.
I guess Ben. We'll go to the address. We need him. He's been missing for 20 years. The other guy's only been missing for 20 minutes.
Fair point.
Yeah, I think that makes some sense.
Buy it.
Yeah.
Address.
All right. Well, you
Now we have to
make.
find it.
Anyone have a Thomas guide?
Welcome to beautiful Volcano City.
Yes, you know, there is, you know, sort of like Disneyland style, some posted maps, and, you know, you find
are
very
here.
easily, yeah, that you are here to Fake Street, you find the 100 block, you know, you know, it's great, you cut your way through the scenic city, and, you know, you see all this great stuff on the way. In fact, you pass right through the center of town, where you see in the middle of town, like, there's this awesome thing where, like, there's this big tube that lava shoots up through every once in a while, and, like, right out the top of the volcano, it's like, you know, what you saw before.
incredibly
And it's
dangerous.
like, you know, no, it's like it's very contained, and it's like, you know,
release system.
right? It's yes, you know, you can see that's how they power their city is like
Wow.
Geothermally, which is a
Geothermal.
renewable and green energy source.
yes.
You found something green.
Totally did that on purpose.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Ellie, take a fate point.
yeah.
Yep.
And you finally make your way to 123 Fake Street, and you find yourself, you know, outside of an apartment building, and you make your way up the stairs. You know, it's
There's no lock to the front building. It's open.
No, it's, you know, right, yeah, it's,
Okay.
yeah, you can get in and just sort of find your way to the apartment. It's like, it seems like it's a pretty trusting kind of place, you know.
The
it's a,
cat guards keep this place safe, I guess.
yeah, the cat guards are, I guess, about.
I knew it. See, cat people are in charge. Hence the hats. It makes it instills a sense of you know. I had reasonings.
You know,
Not just a fan of
cat
cats.
hat could turn out to be a useful
Cat hat.
aspect, maybe.
Yeah.
Cat hat.
You all have cat hat right now. Yeah.
Are we writing that one down?
So yeah, so you you know, you arrive on the scene, and you find yourself at 123 Fake Street, outside of we'll say apartment 8B, which
8B?
8B
1, 2, 3, 8B.
8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 B as in boy or Benjamin. 8 Benjamin.
8B.
Yes, nobody ate Benjamin.
Oh, good.
As far as you know.
As far as you know.
Dun-dun-dun.
So yeah, you are at the door. What do you want to do? Oh, you're just knocking.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we came to.
You knock on the door, and the door slowly starts to creak open, and you know you see you know a figure you know peeks out from on the inside, and what are y'all doing here? And the door opens, and you find yourself face to face with what looks like this kind of stone golem creature who's got like a sheriff's badge on and a sheriff's hat. And he says, "State your business."
Apologies, sir. We were told this was the address of a Benjamin Sasquatch.
And why are y'all looking for Mr. Sasquatch?
Personal business.
Well, I'm afraid that's not good enough.
Is he okay?
I'm going to need to get some answers from you.
Well, you see, sir. Yeah.
I compel myself because I hate authority.
Oh.
I say, who are you to tell us what to do?
And what
I
is-
don't think we have to listen to you.
Hey,
And the consequences, of course, that
Yeah.
he's not going to like that.
Yeah,
You know what?
we'll
The
raise
consequences-
The difficulty on any
even better.
Yeah?
He turns to you all and he says, "You know what? You're under arrest." And
I guess
on,
I'm going to take a fake point.
and on
Can I take a
that,
fake point?
yeah, you get your fate point.
Yes.
And on that, we will go to our break.
Oh no!
Uh,
I can't wait to have words.
I think.
with this man.
Sorry, I got us arrested.
That was amazing.
Never apologize for that.
during the break.
Yeah.
A little bit of dancing.
Dance party. I brought out my old moves. And by old moves, I mean new moves, because I never got new moves.
They were good.
They were just
This,
They were both old,
this
they're
is what our
timeless.
show
like
is
the best
about.
They're timeless moves.
Our show is and has
there's
always been
Yeah.
about timeless moves.
Timeless move.
All right, so Nick, KB Tibbs wants us to rhyme.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I think this is the time.
Yeah.
So first, I want to remind everybody that subs are half off, but only for this month. Off month? No.
I think so.
Is it code?
September is what
Only
Amy
for
said.
this month.
He's wondering if that counts as a rhyme.
Moths.
Yeah, we're deliberating.
For the subs are half off. Only for this month. For this month only. Cough, cough.
There it is.
I would also like to remind you about the first line maintenance fund. They need your money because they're living like bums.
Yeah.
And true.
Your donations keep the lights on and keep things going for them and for us. We appreciate everything you guys have been doing, and no one's name is Gus.
Nobody at this table.
No one here. Yeah, no, I'm not as good at this as Eliza or Amy or Ellie or Gina or Nick or Dom
Or Gus.
or Gus.
Gus is
Our
really
friend
good.
Rick.
So let's see. We also have our story tiers. We're still working towards number one. The first one is we'll make them have a staring contest, which we think will be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The second one comes at 250, where we'll make somebody draw some art. If that happens, we'll post it on Twitter so everyone can see it. And you can share it with everyone at Kmart.
Okay.
At what? Kmart?
That's a big
Kmart.
market of
Okay.
people. A
Yes.
lot of people
Yeah.
work at Kmart.
Yep.
Are we talking about the Kangaroo Mart? Is that what that marketplace was?
Yep.
Yes.
Where there are no kangaroos?
Yeah, or the real Kmart. And the big prize, if we somehow hit it again miraculously like we did last week, we will make somebody read "To Be or Not to Be," the original Shakespearean soliloquy from Hamlet, in its original Klingon.
Beautiful.
Come on.
Beautiful.
Is this already written in Klingon?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
We're-
Rick
okay,
Bear.
we don't have to
Original Klingon.
do it like.
Rick Bear, the tech, Rick Bear, our tech guy over there. He actually has the published edition of Hamlet in Klingon. And Eliza and Rick Bear are actually on the show next week, so it'll probably be one of them that has to read it. So if you want to make
Nice.
Eliza do Shakespeare in Klingon, and why wouldn't you want to make sure Eliza does Shakespeare in Klingon?
It's my calling.
$100 staring contest, $250. We're gonna make somebody draw a wonderful work of art, if we hit the big prize at $400, to be or not to be in Klingon.
I like it. I
Would
like it.
be a good start.
There we go.
Yes. Thank you.
Subtlety.
Also, Fullbird Danvers.
Okay. Yay, sub. Are you
Like the name?
Carol, Linda, or other?
Either is actually fine. Gives a sub reroll to Gina.
I needed it.
That's just gonna cause trouble, you know.
I know.
It's like I think that about hits everything. It's like, thanks for coming back and staying with us. And I believe when we left off, y'all were about to be arrested by a stone golem sheriff while
Indeed.
you were, arriving at the apartment of. Benjamin Sasquatch, the long-lost business partner of Doc Sasquatch, who you are in fact looking for when Eliza, because she has a problem with authority, had to take this sheriff on, really for no reason. It's like...
Well, he was exerting authority. He was rude. He was not helpful for no reason.
And while Eliza is explaining herself, there is a little knock at the door, and the sheriff goes, what's this? And he opens the door, and a little carrier penguin walks in. And, the carrier penguin, has, I think this one has a mailman's hat, kind of, and a little messenger bag and a scarf. And he digs through his messenger bag, and he pulls out a message, and he pulls out a message from Critter Nation. I'm going to read this one. It says, love this. It's like a Future Girl reunion. Amy, Gina, Rick, and Nick, and when Heather was here, love y'all. And hi, Eliza and Ellie.
Hello.
Hello, Critter Nation. Thank you.
Thank you.
And it's like this is a little bit of a Future Girl reunion. And it's like we, Gina and Amy and Heather, played in a lot of the practice games and sort of helped us develop this. So there's a lot of them sort of in all the silliness.
We kind of like each other, so we like to stick around.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
It's like
Thanks for sticking around with us.
you throw these people in the game and you unleash them and you get
Chaos.
this
Serious
kind
business.
of yes,
madness.
this kind of serious
Temporary
business.
chaos.
Chaos.
Chaos is actually was an aspect on the table. So it's
You
you.
have to save the card that just says chaos exclamation point. We really need it again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
chaos.
we're gonna use that again.
Yes.
So you're in the apartment and you're under arrest.
Oh. Okay.
Excuse me.
For what? You can't just like go around arresting people. Generally, there's got to be like a reason.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Interfering with a police investigation.
Well, we didn't know that there
Trespassing
was
on
a
a
police
crime scene.
investigation, and there was absolutely nothing that indicated there was a police
Excuse me,
investigation.
can you
You
explain your jurisdiction as pertains to lost travelers?
I'm the sheriff in this town. Everybody's under my
Okay,
jurisdiction.
but we're sheriffs of everything. We are the first line.
Yeah.
And
not
I'm
see
the
the hat.
leader of the first line.
Double yeah.
The first line. I heard of that.
Oh, have you? Really?
In history books.
Well, I guess
Well, I've
history's
never
here.
heard of
Yeah.
But you're saying you're the first line.
At your service.
So,
Happy to
If
work
that's
with other
true-
authorities.
what brings you here?
Missing person.
Same as you.
personal business.
No, regular.
We don't know him yet.
Anarchy.
How did you know
Wait, is that
Benjamin
what we're doing?
Sasquatch
No.
went yesterday?
He's been missing for 20
Sorry.
years.
He's been here for 20 years.
Oh,
He's been
from
missing
elsewhere.
for 4 days.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We just missed him, guys. 20 years, we just missed him. 40 years. Any leads? Any information? Like, where was he last seen, last heard from? What was he doing? Why would he run away? Does he have any enemies?
I like this. This is good.
Well, I'm not typically in the business of sharing information with strangers dressed in rainbow cat bobby hats.
First
Not
line.
strangers.
Boxer hats? Bobby
What
hats.
part of first
Are those
line
boxer
don't
hats or
you
bobby
get?
hats?
Oh,
But
you mean bowling?
They all start with
hats
B,
or bobby
it's
hats?
fine.
bowler hats,
good
bobby,
caps.
bowling
They're just
bugs.
B hats. They're B hats.
Look, we can form an arrangement of cooperation between our respective authorities verbally right here.
Handshake does the trick.
A joint investigation.
Yeah.
Sure, I
Just like
guess.
All right. I reckon I can always arrest you later.
We'll see about
So,
that. I can't help it. I can't help it. Being really authoritative.
I'm Sheriff Clay Stone. It's nice to be working with the first line.
Lee Stone.
Clay
Oh,
Stone.
Clay Stone.
Because I'm a stone golem. Get it?
Oh, right.
A lot of rock
Clay
jokes
Stone.
bound up in me, probably.
Probably.
There are 2 R's in show?
Nice to meet you. What information can you give us?
Not much, I'm afraid.
Why
Okay.
didn't Benjamin ever come home?
There's no way off this island.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh,
we
that
got
doesn't
on
sound
it.
good.
Oh, lots of people get on it. Well,
Yeah,
this
but
whole
the
city is
blonde
built up
woman.
of people who've, like, washed up on this island.
Uh-oh.
But no one ever gets off.
That question.
Just saying, if there's no way off this island, blonde, human-looking, about this tall. This tall? She's very tall.
She's quite tall.
She's like 9 feet tall, right?
She's extremely
I don't
tall.
remember what she looks like anymore.
It's okay. Calm down. Calm down. Calm
Really dramatic.
Well, I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about. I'm investigating the disappearance of a Sasquatch.
Who reported him missing?
His place of business.
Where does he work? Ooh.
He's a pharmacist.
Benjamin
Anyway, you gonna help me search this place or not?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, everybody choose notice or investigate.
Notice.
And
Notice.
roll it against a passive resistance of,
Say 2 in both cases.
yeah, 2 in both cases.
Yikes. I got a 2.
4,
Thor.
2.
I'm spending a reroll.
Can I
Do it.
And you're
Can
spending a
I-
reroll?
invoke my grandpa's a Navy SEAL for investigate of a missing person?
To do.
Reconnaissance is a skill that
Reconnaissance.
he taught you.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Like how to notice weird things off in someone's apartment or someone's place of residence.
Seems like a
you
fair invoke.
suspicious
He's
and
made
know
me
where
a
to
suspicious
spy.
person. Can you
Yeah, that seems like a fair
Yeah.
invoke to me.
Sure.
I have to spend the thing here?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Goodbye, thingy.
I'm good at athletics, guys. Okay, sad
Wait,
point.
you can re-roll that one because it dropped prematurely. I think.
Yeah, I buy that.
Yeah. Oh, it was the same
Exactly the
exact
same thing anyway.
It was meant to be.
Amy, what did you roll? Notice or investigate?
Investigate.
Investigate. So you rolled a 4. So you are conducting your investigation. Gina, what did you do?
I rolled a 4 and notice.
For notice. Okay, well, Gina, you look around and, you take in Benjamin's apartment, bookshelves, you browse them over. Benjamin seems, he's very well read. He reads, a lot of political stuff, all about the function of the government down in Volcano Island, and it's like biographies of political figures and things like that. Amy, it's like if you spotted this in your investigation, you would probably be like, "Wow, I got to read every one of these books." And he's got Les Miserables and The Count of Monte Cristo. Don't ask how these things are present in this universe. We're just going to go with this right now.
1984.
1984. Lots of books about history, about government, about revolution. It's like
My kind of guy.
you're taking that in. Yeah. It's like you were picking that up off the themes of his shelf.
Yeah.
And you convey this to everybody.
I sense he had a rebellious streak inside of him.
Ooh, sounds like my kind of guy.
What is there to rebel against? What are the structures of this place? There's apparently a very, very
You're
intricate
conducting an
governmental
investigation.
system.
I mean, to be fair, the cop did try to arrest us for literally no reason.
Yeah, he did.
And their markets are full of gambling.
Well, Amy, the results of your investigation have come in. You sort of have completed your slightly deeper sweep than Gina. And what you realized was that, you sort of looked around and you saw that in Benjamin's bedroom, there were some tracks, where his bedposts are. And you sort of guessed that it looked like somebody had been moving the bed back and forth. And you kind of pull it away from the wall a little bit. And there's like a little hidey cubby in there. And what you find is a diary, a book. It says, right on the cover, it says, Benjamin Sasquatch's diary.
Yoink!
Just to be totally unambiguous about
You
it.
can't read that. It's someone's It's an emergency.
Lawful good
This one.
indeed.
Just looking the other way.
Well, I rolled a
Well-
3 in investigation. Is there anything that I found?
Sure, absolutely. Ellie,
Full success, yeah.
yeah, that's a full success. You were you are also conducting your own investigation while Amy was in the bedroom, sort of looking at these the tracks in the carpet and figuring all this stuff out. You were over in the desk sort of office area where Benjamin clearly conducts business, and you found all these like environmental reports about like that weird smell in the air that you guys detected when you walked in. It's like all these like notes about like, you know, investigations into the smell, the source of the smell, whether it's dangerous or not, you know, all this stuff. And it's, you know, it's a lot of research, you know, it would probably take you a lot of time to really go through it, but, you know, you would gather that the gist of what you've seen is there are a lot more questions than answers, you know. Everybody agrees there's a smell and nobody seems to really agree on much beyond that.
Was he trying to build anything to dissipate the smell, or
You don't see anything to that
anything
effect.
engineering that I could understand more of?
You don't see anything to that effect.
Okay.
This appears to have been more book research than.
So, are you guys sharing your
Practical
discoveries with the others?
applications.
Yes.
Gina, yeah, everybody is. Okay. Well, Amy, you
No
know,
maps.
That's
He's
Supposed
gone.
to be rhyming.
Probably has it on him. Does it
oh,
look like he packed a bag? What?
we forgot. Amy, the rhyme berries start kicking in again. Folks, Amy's got to start rhyming because she ate some rhyme berries before, and in fact, all of these people ate the rhyme berries because
They were delicious.
Wait,
it's
They were
like-
so good.
I
Best
didn't
berries
eat
I've ever
them.
had.
Oh
So I
well,
imagine
you mean
you
right
pat-
now?
You, like patted me on the back and it
no,
seeped
before.
in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or painted me.
Ellie
I'm
coughed.
still across
Yeah.
my
Ellie coughed directly into
Everybody
your
was
face.
infected
Right.
one way or another by the rhyme berries, and because of that, they
When you checked my
rhyme.
tongue before, I think it landed you a spore.
That's the kind of thing we wind up with.
It makes perfect sense. You can't argue with it.
And
Rhyme, I loved it.
and for $5, you can randomly assign the rhyming to somebody else, and for $10, you can pick who has to do this. Somebody, please give it back to Eliza. But you know,
Pretty great.
but you know, hey, that's just my thing. Anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah, Amy,
Like me, you know.
you start reading the diary.
Look, I found his diary. Open it. Let's see. And then let's see.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. That was
Solid.
Yeah.
rhyme-tastic.
I like it.
So yeah, you are reading through the diary, and you know what you get, start picking up immediately is that Benjamin sort of felt he was on, the heels of some conspiracy. He's making lists of names of, people who have been disappearing in recent months. And, he seems to think there's some sort of connection between them, but, he doesn't really say exactly what it is. He says he's met some like-minded people who perceive the same problems that he does, but he doesn't say what those problems are. Amy, make a notice roll on the diary at a passive resistance of 2. All right. At 5 is,
With style.
yes, success with style. I'm going to say, like, on the very back page, you notice that a corner of, the inlay paper sort of come up, and you sort of peel it back up, and what you find on the other side of it are a set of coordinates.
Question on the pages here. Does the sheriff's name appear?
No. The sheriff's name
We
is
don't
not
know
on
if
the
we
pages.
can trust him. Or what trouble will be thrust in.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow,
Commit
you're not
with your
bad at
face.
this.
Yeah. I would say, yeah, there are. You don't see the sheriff's name on the list, though, again, there's a lot of names on the list that you wouldn't, recognize. They're all just people from down here. But you do not specifically notice Sheriff Claystone's name on there.
People have been disappearing. There's more to this we should be hearing.
Yeah.
But look, I found coordinates.
Do you have a lot of missing people in your town?
Wait, I want to know what rhymes with
Were
coordinates.
you? I felt like you had more to that thought.
I was trying to save you.
Soon we'll get.
Hang on,
There,
I'll ask
but
my
not yet.
subordinates.
I was gonna say perhaps there is some more to this.
Yes, those.
Yeah.
I'm only good at it when I'm not supposed to be doing it.
It's easier when
Always.
you're.
We're giving you
outside,
options.
But yes, good.
Gotcha.
Delivered.
Okay.
So,
So,
oh, I'm sorry. What was the question?
how many people have gone missing?
There have been a spate of disappearances, but
And you didn't think to connect them?
doesn't seem to be any reason to connect them until now.
What does that mean until now?
Until someone said out loud, hey, there's a lot of disappearances lately?
Well, it's a city. People disappear sometimes.
It's a volcano in
You
one
just said
spot.
no one can leave.
Oh!
Well, no one can escape this island. I mean, it's just we're way out in the middle of nowhere, and boats never come by here, so we're all just kind of stuck. That's
Right,
what I
so
meant.
then
So
when
it's
people start
suspicious.
disappearing,
What a
kinda
reason
wonder where
now
they
to grieve.
went.
I don't know. Maybe they went to live somewhere else on the island, or
Are there other
Move to
places
some
on
other
this
part
island?
of the city.
Yeah,
It's a
are
big
there-
city.
Are there
Built
other
a boat.
places?
You
Are there
had to
other
get home.
jurisdictions of police peoples that we should be talking to?
nah, my jurisdiction is just here in Volcano City.
So we need to talk to the other police of other places to see if they also have disappearances. Why am I telling you how to do your job?
We'll need a list of all the people that have gone missing, their home addresses, and where they worked.
Well, that's going to take quite some time.
You should have these reports written already. Oh,
Yay, Gina!
He pulls out his steampunk walkie-talkie. And
There's a little hamster wheel in the middle with
Yeah.
a hamster running on it. Keeps it going.
And when you need to send that message, that hamster jumps out, runs to the person,
You
tells
whisper
them,
it into
and
the
then comes
hamster's
back.
ear.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, and the messenger hamster is off to the Stone Golem police station to get you your records requisition.
I want one.
All right. Maybe there'll be some back in that market.
Should we share the map with him? Where do you think we begin?
I don't know if we can trust him.
I don't know if he's smart enough to handle the map.
We also don't have proof of the map.
But coordinates, right?
Well, is there anything marked off on the map, like X marks the spot of something?
Circling it up.
Oh, it's coordinates, right?
Yeah, it's just coordinates.
So there's no map.
There's no map.
Well, let's look at. Oh, we don't. Do we have a map? Does anyone have a map?
Do you have a map of the city?
Oh!
You're asking the sheriff?
Yeah.
Make a notice roll
Okay.
against the passive resistance of 1.
Oh yeah, we can
Yeah.
do that.
Oh yeah, map. Humans. Or I guess not humans. Golems.
Stone
Stone golems.
Woof. Woof.
Can I do?
That's a 1. Passive resistance of what?
1.
Okay.
So 1 on a 1, which means we need to come up with a complication. I mean, I'll tell you, like, in Sasquatch's study, there is a big map of the city hung up on the wall behind his desk.
The map is missing parts, though.
No, it's just a map of the city.
No, it's just bolted on really hard and we
well,
can't take
Oh,
the
that
map.
gets the complication.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. We need a complication here. So
We can't take the map with us. We have to use, like, it's on the
Oh.
walls. We have to remember.
It's evidence, yeah, so we can't move from the room.
Well, yeah, we'll say, yeah, that, I mean, let's go with
Or I
what
guess,
Lisa's
yeah,
suggesting.
Yeah, I like that
And
one.
we'll say that, you find this map on the wall, and it's like, part, like, it's a map in panels, and the far left panel is just, has clearly
it's
been, like,
missing.
removed.
Right, and that is, by the way, I guess probably the one that the coordinates would be on.
Right.
Ugh.
Well, at least
So you know a
this
region.
is good.
You can
we
also
know
tell,
where
right.
it's not.
That's true.
I mean, and you can tell that
That's
this
true,
region
that's
corresponds to, like, the far, let's call it, east end of the city.
It's in the East End.
Yeah, like, that's where this panel on the map would have
Right.
been, covering.
This is great. It would have been
we're going
better with the map, but
Sheriff, this part's been torn away. Do you know what it used to say?
Well, that would cover the east end of the city. Not much out there. Forest, some caves.
Let's go to forest caves.
Let's go.
Yeah.
more caves.
Why do you ask?
Oh, no reason.
It was missing. Just an observation.
Whatever else we may do, should we ask about the kangaroo?
Oh.
Oh, yes.
We keep forgetting about our
Do you
missing
have a
people.
kangaroo in your jail? I love how you guys just.
Well, you're supposed to be our captain.
No. Do you have a kangaroo in your jail?
Tall, goes by the name of Happy.
No.
Can I do a? Is there a like a insight thing? Notice.
You want to
if
see like
he's
what he's lying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I'm highly observant too. I got a 4.
As far as you can tell, he is not lying.
All right.
So either.
No kangaroos. Why y'all asking about the east end of the city? What's out there? Come on, we need to share information here if we're going to be teammates.
I mean,
We don't know if we can trust the government.
I think he's telling the truth though.
it just doesn't really
He's
make
telling the truth about the kangaroo. We don't know anything else.
That's true. But like,
Why
even
are
if
you
it-
looking for Benjamin and you're not looking for any of the other missing people?
It's just the case I'm working right now.
So what happened to all the other cases?
They are unsolved.
And how long did you work on them until you decided they were unsolved and moved on to this one?
All those cases remain open.
Is his work in the East End? Where is this job that Benjamin works at? The pharmacist job.
Oh,
Is it in that part of the
Where's
town?
the pharmacy?
Where's the pharmacy? The one that Ben works at specifically.
the pharmacy is in the marketplace.
I don't know if I should go back there. I started a fight last time. Correction.
Don't listen to Ellie here.
I'll go back.
You did what now?
Some person here.
I said a horrible situation happened in the market, but it just ended on the.
Yeah, the horror.
Oh, I said, oh, no one knows who did that.
Oh.
It's a mystery.
All right, what's our next move, leader? Notice, I like leaders, but not authority. There's a difference. It's true. There's a TED talk about
Because I
that.
give you guys
It
a
is true.
say.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
A leader inspires you to follow rather than just forcing you to.
Exactly. Seriously, there's a TED talk about it. I watched it this weekend.
I don't know.
Leadership
Right.
versus authority. Anyway, sorry.
Join us next week when we discuss philosophy of leadership.
What? Have a brief.
The fire
like
points
a
of power
laugh at what all
differentials.
we're discussing next
Yeah,
week.
time that would lead to.
What?
Huh?
Oh.
I also would just like to applaud you
it's true.
because you've been sneaking these perfect rhymes in that almost none of us are noticing.
Yeah, and you know what? It,
no,
it
no,
seems
no,
a little
no, no.
unfair. I
hurts
would
me
say, you
in
know, just to keep these moving
Barrier.
about a little bit, why don't we, you know...
Wait, what?
Hey, Ellie.
Yeah.
Now it's you.
Oh! Thank God.
Amy, you can talk normal again.
Yay! For whatever value of normal.
It starts.
Define
the
normal.
Stuff on my face starts seeping back in.
Well, the Stone Golem sheriff is
If
just
we hear
looking at
anything.
you, endlessly discussing this right in front of him.
What'd you do?
We're gonna be investigating in
Being
the
very
East
polite.
End.
Yeah.
Do you have a spare walkie-talkie?
And a map we can take.
Well, I've
Just
got...
to keep each other informed of what's happening.
Because we're trying to cooperate.
Yeah.
That rhymes.
Sure. You know, as a matter of fact, I happen to have a bunch of extra walkie-talkies in my police buggy wagon. My police wagon downstairs.
Got a whole little walkie-talkie hamster habitat?
Yes. The
Like
hamsters
little
are down
bubble
there right
green
now,
doggy things?
eating mini carrots and tiny.
Preparing for their hard lives of labor.
Yes,
God, they're useful lives of service.
they are working hamsters.
They've got hamster families to feed.
Oh, just like
Mini
the
carrots,
penguins.
apparently.
Yes, lots of mini carrots.
They don't start that way.
Shoving them
You
into their
shave
big
them
hamster
into-
cheeks.
You take a baby carrot, and shave it
all the way
into other mini carrots.
Um,
I'm really bad at this. I keep forgetting about.
Oh.
Sis.
So I guess you go with Sheriff Clay Stone down to his police wagon where he outfits you all with hamster walkie-talkies.
And maps? Does he have maps for us?
Yeah, and he's got maps.
Yes. So we all have a hamster walkie-talkie and maps.
Yeah, maps of Volcano City.
Okay, but you don't know anything about any roving gangs of cats who kidnap people?
Well, the guards are cats, but they don't kidnap people. They just,
Guard.
they just guard.
So if they drag somebody, where would they drag them to?
Drag somebody. I don't think they do that.
Are you sure? Because you're also sure no one can leave this island and that people disappear a lot.
Pretty sure.
He doesn't seem too
Is it
sure.
possible they might have had to drag someone away
This is a bad
because they
lore.
were injured?
Well, anything's possible.
Where would they go then?
I don't really know.
You don't know if you have a hospital?
Oh, there is a hospital in town.
Oh my goodness.
So are we going to the pharmacy, the hospital, or the town hall?
Coordinates!
We're going to do the thing.
We're
I'm
going
going to
to town.
pretend I'm going to sing.
Nice.
La 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 la.
So where are you going?
We're going to the east side. What is that?
So you go to the west side.
No. Oh,
KBT.
oh, thank you, Tibbs.
Thank you, Timmy Tim.
Hey!
Wow. What? Yeah, wow. Thank you, Tibbs.
What ho?
Oh,
got this.
my thing went off
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, it's that one. Just gotta press it once.
Uh-oh, what message do we have?
Swear we're professionals at this.
Right? That's what we agreed.
swear the
What? The east end of the city. We're going to the coordinates first.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Well, there we go.
My brain was a
There
little
we go.
cloudy earlier while I was reading that diary. But he didn't say anything about whether he could trust the authorities in it, right? He was just talking about hooking up with a bunch of other people to sort of figure out this disappearance thing and this smell.
I have a small
Are
working
y'all
theory.
withholding something from me?
What? No?
Amy, he closes in on you. And you are now in a staring contest with Sheriff Clay Stone.
Oh no!
As
He's made
performed
of stone. This is bad.
by me. So,
All right, how do we do this?
What are the rules?
It's okay.
the rules, which I will
should know
improvise
the rules.
right here
We know
because
rules, lawyer.
we don't think things through in advance the way we really should. We're going to say we look straight at each other until somebody blinks. And, the judges will be Gina, Ellie, and Eliza. And the winner gets a re-roll,
Okay.
which I'm making up right now because
let's do
I'm
the
mad
actual-
with power.
So this is an actual staring contest, not an in-game role staring
Oh,
contest.
no, this is the real deal.
Okay.
All right.
You're going down.
Okay.
All right, we're watching.
So,
I'm going to
okay,
raise
who's
my
watching
hand.
who?
All right,
guess I'm
Gina,
watching
you're in
Amy.
charge of
I'm
Amy.
just
Lisa, you're in charge of Rick. If you see a blink, say blink.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you ready, Dallin?
This is just one
Hold
round.
on.
Oh, sorry.
Winner
no,
takes all?
Amy. Yeah. Winner takes all. One.
I'm taking earrings out, but for hair. Like
Yeah.
that.
No, that's cool. That's cool. All right.
All right, who called? Can someone start it?
Nick, you want to do the count?
I'll call it. All right, everybody ready? Take your time. I'm gonna count down from
Heavens, I
5.
can't blink either.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stare. That was it.
Wow.
It's all right.
I totally didn't mean to do that.
That's the thing about blinking.
It's almost like it's like reflexive.
That was like a really
happened?
big, deliberate.
I don't know you. He just closed his eyes.
Yeah, it was
I
like
just
not a blink. It was like
You screwed us there, Rick. You screwed
Forget
us.
which position was open. Like your brain was just like, do something with your eyes.
no, I was like trying to fight it off. And like, yeah.
Well, throw another reroll on your list.
Throw another roll on there.
Yes.
And in game, that was, the sheriff calling for a staring contest that he had then lost. So
Okay.
I guess whatever line of reasoning he
Please
had
don't.
about trying to push you guys, he's sort of like, you know what? Somebody who can keep their eyes open for 6.5 seconds without blinking cannot possibly be untrustworthy. So I'm gonna assume that you guys know what you're doing here.
Do we need a rematch? Like, is that enough?
Nope.
Enough
Absolutely
Nope.
not.
Don't rematch, just
Well, I mean,
attach.
I guess
There you go.
Nice!
I guess I did say 2 of you would actually have a staring contest.
Remember when you gave me the stunt called Rules Lawyer?
Yeah, okay, fine. But KB Tibbs gives the Rhineberry to both Eliza and Gina. So, Ellie, you
Can we
feel
finish each
like-
other's rhymes, though?
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
what? We can finish each other's rhymes.
Yes.
In fact, I
Alrighty,
wish you
thank
would.
you.
I encourage you to tag team rhyme.
Yeah.
Yay!
And thank you, Tibbs, for
alright.
making this possible.
Thank you, Tibbs.
Yeah, Tibbs.
Tibbs.
So yeah, hey,
It ain't no fibs.
Amy, you stared down that sheriff, and he blinked first, really badly and very early, and is really ashamed of himself. And he's like, you know
I
what?
can't believe that he suggested a staring contest when he was so thoroughly defeated.
Yeah, this was a terrible idea. You are clearly the superior law enforcement agency. Tell you what, I'm gonna tag along with y'all. Why don't you get in the wagon and we'll head out to the east side of town together.
Okay.
We really have to have a tag along.
Oh, you're okay now. So I was waiting to see what that would lead to.
No.
I don't have to do things now.
Which will make it really easy.
This is easy. This is the first sentence.
And maybe we can trust his presence.
Yes! You make a compelling point. Together.
A compelling and also rhyming argument.
I like that he is now on board.
Together, we're a crime-stopping horde.
Yay! I feel so inspired.
They're a crime-stopping horde.
Yeah.
Well, while you all are discussing whether or not to get in the sheriff's wagon, he looks over and he says, I think we're being watched. And he points, and you see another wagon that has 2 cat guards in it who are watching.
Don't they work with you? What's the power structure here?
No, I'm just the sheriff. The cat guards guard the city.
That did not make it clear. So the
We're
cat
separate
guards-
agencies.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're a bunch of territorial jackasses.
Wait, but
I wanna
who's
go
in
over to the
charge of
cat
what? Oh my god.
Wait, what's happening?
I want to walk over to the people that are watching us.
Oh,
Do you want to do this as something with a consequence, or is this like
some
just,
sort of compel or?
No,
Right.
I just feel inspired.
Sure.
I
Awesome.
I can roll a stealth if we really want to do it, but oh no, drama queen! I want to invoke drama queen.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to compel you based on drama queen. So why don't you take a fate
Oh
point?
boy.
And Ellie, you run over there. To
Give the
make-
guards a piece of your
give
mind.
the guards a piece of your mind.
Yeah.
And the cat guards are, let's see you come
no.
in, and you look angry, but that's when the consequence kicks in because they see you're so angry that they get into their wagon and speed off.
No!
And the sheriff goes, we gotta get after them, come on!
Yes!
Wait, what?
And jump on the side of the wagon and hang on as we go. Yeah.
Okay. Hop on board, guys. I guess.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go!
Yeah,
You're both being so quiet. It's weird.
I'm trying to rhyme, yeah.
and I'm just a loss.
You guys broke them.
All right.
We can't rhyme, yeah. Why do we keep ending our sentences? Yeah. We just, yeah. And it's a thing, yeah. And it's like, it's not helpful.
It's not. Oh God.
Join us next week when we discuss rhyming strategy.
Okay, wait, wait.
I really
Okay,
hope somebody
we can do
is
this.
keeping a tally of everything you guys are supposed to
Let's
discuss
go!
next week.
To the flow.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
With
We're
the
on their tail.
Let's take them to jail.
Yeah. Why are we arresting the guard?
Well, yeah.
I mean, they might be abusing their power and kidnapping people. It seems
Yes.
possible.
That's been my working theory.
That's fine.
And
The sheriff says,
I feel I have lots of queries.
Yes. Let's do this.
yeah, the sheriff's like, let's find out why they were watching us. And you all jump in the wagon, and you are now having a wagon chase. with guards. And the sheriff, he's like, here, take the reins, and he flips it towards you. Nick?
Volcano City.
So this is a pretty basic contest here.
Can anyone drive?
Anybody know how to drive a wagon?
Does anybody have
Oh,
any
no, but I
kind
can make
of
it
drive
faster.
skill?
Because if you don't, then we'll be dragging.
Nice. Yes. Good. But also, does anyone?
If nobody has drive, then
No
you
one
should
has
just
drive.
assign somebody to drive. But before we start, whoever is not driving should think about creating some advantages. 'Cause-
I would like to engineer something to make this thing faster.
Okay, you want
Yeah.
to use your MacGyver skill.
Yep.
Sure. There's all kinds of crap in the back of the, in the back of the wagon. There's all sorts of raw materials for you to work with. So why don't you make a MacGyver roll? By the way, Ellie has a specific skill called MacGyvering, which allows her to, make stuff out of whatever's lying around.
Yep. We should make the character sheets public. I think, we'll find a way between this week and next week to get you a look at everybody's character sheets so, people at home can play along with your aspects and sort of see what you have to
But
play
let's
from.
say it's a passive resistance of 1, because there's lots of stuff in the back of the van.
Okay.
The back of the wagon.
And while they are chasing down the cat guards, trying to find out while they were watching them, don't forget that the first line needs support. They need your support. The reason why they have to rely on, old police wagons and stone golem cops for help is because they have no wagons of their own.
We're living like bums.
Yes, they live like bums, which we've established repeatedly. Gina?
All we want is a stick
Cool.
of gum.
All right. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
A
say
stick of gums.
It's a really long
Next
stick
week,
that
we'll
you
teach
cut
Gina
into-
DeVivo how to pluralize.
I don't remember
Literacy
you being
fund?
so good at this rhyming thing, sir.
Oh,
so. Ellie, you create the advantage of old-fashioned horse turbocharger with one free invoke.
amazing.
If you don't be nice, I'll stick you full of birds.
Does anybody else who doesn't think they're going to be driving want to make a shot at creating an advantage?
Who's driving? Is
You
there
all
any
have
skill
0
that
drive.
applies?
so-
You all have 0
Let it-
drive, so
we all
it
have
just
zero drive.
I have a rocket blimp pilot aspect to
What?
contribute.
You drive.
well, this is
drive-
not a rocket blimp, but that seems as good a reason as any to let Alicia roll
pilot.
on 0
Are
drive.
we all in agreement in this hive?
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
Nice.
I
Stop that rhyming now. I mean it.
Anybody want a peanut?
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't resist.
yeah, we're all thinking it. I wish to create an advantage.
I encourage you to do so.
Sure.
Yep. And because this could be anything, right? And
Yeah.
I'll affect my success by
Yeah.
invoking things.
Amy is a grown-up Girl Scout. She has insatiable curiosity. She has contagious enthusiasm, and she's a dance school ninja.
But
So
I'm also currently in possession of a map of Volcano City. So can I sit shotgun and call out shortcuts or something?
I would say
Sure.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, you've got the map, so let's call that a lore roll, since you're, investigating via the
I
map.
like it.
And
How
you already
quickly can I
have the
internalize
map.
this map and?
So again, I'm just going to call that a 1 on the difficulty scale.
all right.
Reroll.
Happens all the
Reroll.
time.
So many rerolls.
On a tie, with creating an advantage, you create the advantage, but no free invokes.
Oh, I want invokes. I'm gonna spend a reroll.
Yeah. Yes. Amy, the map is upside down.
Oh! Volcano goes that way.
You're gonna
I got
take us to the
2.
wrong
There
side
you
of town.
Actually, I got a 2 on a 1. So if I spend my insatiable curiosity in learning this map really closely, can I bump it up to a? Do I get more free invokes?
Yeah, insatiable
sure.
curiosity
Yeah.
is always useful for lore rolls.
Cool.
So we'll call that Map Master
Cool.
with 2 free invokes.
I would also like to create an advantage.
Go for it.
I'm going to use my aspect of too cute to soothe the horses. Or what is pulling this carriage or this wagon?
Yeah, it's a horse.
Certainly
The
not
horse?
I said
married.
it was a
That's
horse
so
turbocharger,
nice.
so.
Let's say big, cool, adorable Clydesdales.
Yeah.
I'm going to, be while this chase is going on. I'm going to be, doing soothing horse noises towards them. A lot of
So I'd call that an empathy roll.
Rhyme that.
Pigeons.
I'd say what? Right, an empathy roll.
Sure.
And
Oh yeah, rhyming.
Yeah, Gina's
It's
willing
like
to empathize with a horse.
Nap time during squirrel.
And right, you've got the too cute thing. You're good with animals. I'll give you the same one. Resistance.
Okay.
That's why we only bring the most seasoned professionals on our show.
3.
Cool.
Those are very pretty dice.
Thank you. So how many free invokes is that?
That'd be one free invoke.
I'll spend my 2 cute that I'm just really good at these cooing noises.
So we'll call that one Horse Whisperer, obviously.
Oh yeah.
It adds to the horse's speed and their poises.
Nice.
Poises.
Beautiful.
Gina has an aspect. She likes things that are too cute. She connects with cute animals. They connect with her. This is exactly the kind of place that would apply.
Yep.
All right. You've got your aspects. You're chasing after these cat guards. It's time to roll.
Cat guards.
All right. I have a 1.
Cat
'Cause I-
guards have a 3.
All right. Well.
I believe in you, Elisa.
Now you've got all those free invokes,
Yes.
obviously.
You'll be more magnificent than the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
That was inspiring.
All right. I will do Map Master once.
Okay, so that's
Oh, go that
now
way.
3 to 3.
Or Horse Whisperer once.
5 to 3.
Hush, little baby. We'll get there, maybe.
And the old-fashioned horse. Wait. Yes. Horse turbocharger now.
Cool. So that's a success with style.
Can I
Wow,
also?
Elisa, you are.
You can, but
Yeah.
you've already hit the ceiling on how good the round's gonna go.
Yeah, Elisa, you are a real natural horse driver because you are catching up to those cat creatures. It's like they're like, oh my God, they're like this, they're dating on us. Meow, meow, meow. And,
Faster, pussycat. Meow, meow.
Faster, pussycat, meow, meow.
I'm pretty proud of that one.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
Round 2. Ooh.
You got this. Elise.
Yeah.
What was that?
3.
Oh.
Cat's also got a 3.
Oh.
But you've still got a bunch of free invokes and you only need one more victory. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that you are going to win this instead of arbitrarily allowing it to go longer for no reason.
Yep.
Am I correct in this assumption?
In which manner do you win it?
Yes.
Yep.
Well, I used the Map Master twice. I mean, the second time. Horse Whisperer twice. And I'm a force of nature, so I just bring it. And I just. So, yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you use the map master.
All right.
Let's say it's one of those like
I don't need to
moments
do that.
where like you're riding and then like you're looking at the map and you're like, wait, if I cut down this very narrow alley that it doesn't look like this cart should fit through, but my senses tell me it should, I'll be able to cut them off at the pass.
We're cutting it too
And you
close.
do, and then obviously like there's 2 people carrying
Don't
a
worry.
plane of glass like across the alleyway, and
I'm
you like
driving
smash
with the
right through it,
most.
and it's super cinematic.
Okay, it was
But then you
very
come
pointless.
out on the other side, and it's like you cut the cats off, and they like come screeching to a halt, but now they're stopped. You got them right where you want them.
Take that, cat coppers.
And I jump off. And I go directly to the cats and be like, that was not very nice.
Get
The
ready.
cats are still.
Boppers.
Let's see. They're still inside of their cat cart, and they've got the windows rolled up.
Then I knock on the window.
Hey! It's me talking to the cats.
Meow.
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 Why are you following us? Why are you looking at us? What do you want from us?
Why
Why
did
did
you
you take
run?
our friend?
Meow.
Meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
All right, listen.
Be a man.
Listen, lady.
And I take some of your meow meow
I take
crap.
offense to what you just said about my mother.
Meow,
Meow.
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 What do you want? We're just following orders.
Whose orders?
The boss.
Who's the boss? We're very unclear on the power structure.
Danza? Oh wait, no.
Is this a trick
I'll
question?
explain. Clearly not.
You guys get cable out here?
Well, the cats are sort of looking up at you, and they're looking at each other nervously, and they're like, all right, we'll tell you who the boss is. The boss is, and at that moment,
Oh no.
you hear like a kind of like battle horn, like, and then like from over a cresting hill comes like this line of like ragtag resistance fighters who are like, get the cat people! Oh! And they come charging over the side, and they start shouting at you. They're like, get behind us, we'll protect you.
I don't feel I know enough about the situation here to assess properly which side we should be on.
I agree.
There's too many, and I'm invoking my indecisiveness.
Oh.
I don't know who we should fight for. The cat people were nice, so I thought this made it much harder.
All right, whatever happens next, take a fate point.
Yep.
Whatever happens next,
I
you're
don't
not
move.
involved in the first round of it.
Yeah.
At least.
I want to jump in the middle between the two crowds and just like put up my hands, go like, whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on? Explain. Someone's gotta explain.
Well, from the crowd of the
Just
sort
like
of
stops
ragtag
torch bomb.
resistance fighters, one of them steps forth. He is, let's say she is a lobster person. But friendly looking lobster.
Delicious.
Yeah. No.
Pinchy.
And she says, we're the resistance.
But resistance is futile. I'm sorry, wrong game. What are you resisting?
There.
The cat guards.
What, are they bad? We just got here.
Yeah, no one's really explained anything to us, and now they're suddenly a torch mob. So,
Well, he turns to the crowd and he says, I know someone who can explain it. And he sort of signals from the back, and you see someone start stepping forth from the crowd and walking towards you, and it is this, sort of tall, silver-haired Sasquatch.
Benjamin! Ben? Is that you?
And he stops and he looks at you and
Can it be true?
How do you know my name?
oh, you had a buddy, and your buddy sent
Doc Sasquatch?
them, and then I
sent
came
us
along,
to-
and then it was
Yeah.
a really long story, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we're here now, and your friend is missing, so what's going on?
You've been gone for 20 years.
Well, I've been here.
Why didn't you come home? Doc Sasquatch wondered all these years where you went and why you didn't come back.
I've been here on this
Oh, yeah, because people
Island.
can't leave.
Island?
You can get here, and you can't leave.
island.
What does that mean? Island. Is there some other meaning?
Close enough.
Have you noticed the smell?
Excuse me. I've just got to do some cleaning.
Yes, we didn't want to say anything about it because, as we said, we are new here and not very clear on the whole situation. There's at least 2 different power structures here. Very confusing.
Yes, well, the overlap in jurisdiction between the various law enforcement agencies in Volcano City can be complicated. But there's no time for that now.
Oh, okay. Oh. Why?
Haven't you noticed the smell since you
Yes.
came?
A little bit.
It's gross. It does not smell like the sulfuric thing that you usually get when you're near a volcano, which I assume because I've been through so many volcanoes. What is the smell?
The smell.
Let's get down to brass tacks here. What is that smell?
And Benjamin, kind of eyes you. You're a little, and he's, that smell is the collected stale air of 100 years.
Oh.
Grosser than I thought.
Yeah.
And
This is not an island.
and
Is it a bubble?
What
It's
is
a bubble,
it?
isn't it?
Wait, what is it?
It's a bubble.
It's a bubble!
A bubble?
I don't remember coming into a bubble.
But we
But were you sucked
came by
into a
bubble.
whirlpool?
A little bit. Yes.
Yeah, that happened.
Were you shot out of the water spout?
A little bit.
Not just on a bus.
And what?
It was a ship, actually. I'm telling the truth factually.
You make a rhyme every time.
So how do we pop the bubble?
It's a gift.
What's the bubble made out of?
Nobody knows.
Now we
their
want to
spirits,
be a
they're
tree.
What if you let the lava explode? Would that pop the bubble?
Whoa.
It never has before.
there's
Because
a
it
thing,
could
but the
kill
thing-
many people living
we
here.
push
The fact
everybody
is-
all the way out to the edges and then just.
These people, the resistance, these are the people who noted the smell and investigated the smell and figured out what it was.
I have proof of all of that.
And bit by bit, we gathered here as an army to fight the Catmen and their master, who we suspect of being the ones who created the bubble.
Oh, wait, they were going to tell us who their master was, and we were interrupted by being terrified of you guys and your pitchforks.
Oh, we know who their master is. He's a wizard.
Lizard wizard.
No.
I mean, everybody
That
else
would
is
be
like an animal.
Don't be silly.
This is deadly serious, Ellie. Come on.
Wait, but what kind of wizard?
You have to fight for your right to take flight?
Oh.
Right?
Every night.
Oh. So who's the wizard? I want to go meet a wizard.
The wizard can be anywhere. It could be anyone. In the city of millions, this wizard could be in any form. We have no idea where or when the wizard might strike or where we can find him to attack. And while he's giving you this speech, the sheriff stretches his arms and he says, "Look no further." And he grows and he says, "For I am the stone wizard."
I know I didn't trust him.
Why are you better at staring contests?
And you led me right to the resistance. I lost on purpose.
And then he starts cackling, and as he does, from all
Really
of the
childish
buildings
cackling.
around you, cat guards start pouring down and out onto the street.
Oh no.
Kitties.
They do not look cute. They look ready for war.
War,
Admittedly in like a sort of cute way. It's
We
like,
like cats
Well, the lobster lady.
eating on the shelf.
yeah.
Well, the lobster lady, who we will call Lady Lobster because we did not bother making up a
You're
name for
not
her.
good at making up
Yeah, no,
names.
we're not good at this at all. She's like, for Volcano City! And the resistance go and they engage the cat guards and they start fighting. And there's fighting everywhere as the wizard turns his attention to the four of you.
All right.
You misled us as to the nature of your job and position and authority, and also I think you've trapped these people here for like 100 years.
Rude.
He goes, yes, and you fell for it the whole way. Foolish first line. It was double foolish of you to come to my city.
I shove what's left of my berries in his face.
Yeah.
You know what? We're just going to say that works because you're going to roll into combat. And that will mean that me and Nick will rhyme as
When we are the wizard.
when we are the wizard.
Are we? Are we in the clear? or
Oh,
is this
no.
just in
No.
addition?
This is
no,
more
no.
rhyming.
Unless somebody,
Yeah, that's
unless somebody moves us along, you two are stuck.
Please don't.
Now, I will destroy you all, cower in fear. And then when I'm done, I'll have a beer.
The wizard.
Needlessly callous.
I like beer.
The wizard has higher notice than all of you, so the wizard is going to go first.
Oh,
The wizard is going to spend a fate point to use his special attack. His special attack is Stone Grenade. Basically, he holds up his hand, and you see all these chips of rock come forming together in his hand and kind of like compress down, and then he throws it at you, and it explodes in front of you, spraying, stone chips in all directions. Everybody roll a defense against a 4.
Woo!
What am I rolling for
fight
defense?
or- yeah.
It's just straight.
Athletics or physique.
Okay.
You can choose whichever
The
one.
manner of
Bummer.
your defense. Yeah.
Yes. Choose the manner of
Woof.
your destruction.
I got 4.
Okay.
That's good.
Eliza, you are fine.
I got -1, but I'd like to invoke my grandpa's a Navy SEAL to
Sure.
dodge.
So you're turning that to a 1.
Yeah, if that helps it in any way.
It. I mean,
knock
it
me out.
does. You're not going to get you wouldn't get knocked out either way, but you will take a medium consequence.
And if I don't invoke it, it would be a
If you
hard
don't
consequence.
invoke it, you will take a severe consequence.
Yeah, medium it is.
So in your medium consequence bar, I want you to put what do you think? Like stone shrapnel or something? I'm trying to think of how do you foresee taking this hit? In what way does this leave some sort
I
of
think it-
semi-permanent effect on you?
Oh God. Okay, so I think it knocks me in my head, and I
Bump on the noggin.
bump on the noggin, and it's a little dizzying
Put
and
woozy
disorienting.
Woozy.
into
Sure.
your medium consequence slot. Okay, but oh wait, we still got more stuff to do here.
I still got stuff. I rolled a 0,
Okay.
and I have to beat a 4.
Yep.
I have reroll.
Oh, I do have a reroll.
You can take
Yes.
your reroll.
I'm making a reroll.
We also have a reroll, by the way.
Yes. No.
I'm so happy I rerolled.
Ooh. Whoa.
What happened? Oh.
She's got a 5.
I rolled a 5.
Nice. You are also safe.
You're still alive.
I'm alive.
Amy.
All right, I was at a 1, so I'm spending a reroll to see
Sure.
if it makes me better. Okay, I'm at a 2. So if I dance school ninja my way past the shrapnel,
Then you tie. That's what you
Yeah,
need.
you do this wonderful spin and just get out of the way. It's graceful.
Cool. Now, this brings you guys into your attack phase. The order of initiative here is Eliza, Gina, Emmy. Emmy. Eliza, Gina,
with our powers
Amy,
combined.
and Ellie.
Emmy and Allie.
Emmy and Ellie.
So, Eliza, you are up first.
All right. What am I using?
Now,
Okay.
before anybody
Your
goes,
fist, they cause a bruising.
Oh.
I feel I should tell you
Uh-oh.
that if you all make individual attacks, this is going to be a real tough fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just FYI.
How do you fight together? We've not done that yet.
Creating advantages.
Oh.
It works the exact same way
Oh,
as
okay.
the other thing, except
Yes.
you can do it on like a round-by-round basis, and you can keep making advantages over the course.
That's right.
I believe if you remember, if you want to take your own turn to try and create an advantage, right? You can
Yes.
do that, but if you fail to create an advantage, you lose your chance to attack.
Yes, everybody can try and create an advantage
Oh.
just on your own turn, and then make an attack.
Okay, so I would
But
like
if
to.
if you fail, you lose your chance to make an attack. If you
Okay.
just try to use your turn to create an advantage and you fail, well, you weren't going to attack anyway.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
There's also, by the way, I just figured out an option to take full defense in a combat where you can not attack on your round, but you get a +2 to your defense roll automatically.
Okay. I would like to create an advantage of. Let's see. What could it be? Force of nature. I thought an observant form of gymnast. We're fighting a wizard. So what can beat a wizard?
Stone wizard.
Yes.
Stone wizard. Maybe some type of
Paper wizard.
paper
Rock.
covered
Oh
stone.
my God! Yes.
Rock, paper, wizard.
Yeah.
Wizard always wins. It's not a fair game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of love this too.
Holy crap!
How about I kind of like this. I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's so good.
We can conjure.
Oh no! Oh. Let's move a phone.
I was so impressed. Sorry. I forgot how to function as a human.
This is Gina actually in character right now.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
you
still.
gotta take-
You said at the beginning of the fight, this is my indecisive nature.
Yeah.
I spill the wizard's beer.
Yeah.
And now I'm pissed off.
Oh.
This is kind of forward-thinking storytelling you get from Gina. It's like she remembered the beer, she picked up on the beer,
Yeah.
That's
and now,
good.
I mean,
in
the
it.
wizard is
Oh, wait.
really pissed now. He's like, my beer!
You monster! And you think I'm the monster! So
okay.
Dropping his beer has filled me with fear.
Oh.
Since paper, since paper covers stone, we can conjure a paper mummy thing that slows him down.
Can
like
we?
paper towel.
what are you invoking?
I don't know.
Yeah, what aspect?
Is that like a lore thing, or are you saying it's like a,
I could say doing something with the map, I guess.
I mean, you can try making an insane lore roll to see if you know how to conjure a paper wizard, right?
How about this? How about this? Forget the paper thing. I'm sorry, I was trying to force it. It was magic, and I tried to.
No, but like where are you going with that? Yeah.
But it could be, since I'm a force of nature, maybe we can do something to confuse him. Like just to stun him or confuse him.
Yeah,
like,
you want
rush
to try
him.
and like psych him out by like being so extreme and force of nature-y that like he doesn't know how to respond to
Yeah,
that.
just like catch him off guard.
Okay.
Tell him how WIKI is against paper.
Yeah, get in his head.
Yep. You're gonna use his natural weakness to paper to psych him out.
Great.
I guess he has an aspect now, weak against paper.
Well, he will if this is successful.
yeah, okay.
Alright.
Sure. So let's call that a
Have you ever seen a Muppet?
provoke roll.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Ellie also just pointed out that we each have, I don't know if you have it,
I wasn't there, so
but
I
the
don't.
three of us have paper, quill, and ink.
We do.
Oh, we do.
And paper supplies.
So there's
Well,
that.
go ahead and
This can be a different thing, but
make the provoke roll.
All right.
Let's call that a
Ooh.
passive resistance of 3.
well, I got a 2. Oh no, wait, sorry, I got a 3. But I'd like, can I do any?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you invoke
Okay.
something, you get the free. You'll get the free invokes.
Okay.
Though you already have successfully created the aspect.
Oh yeah. Okay, then I will do that.
Cool.
That.
Oh, that.
Oh, but yeah.
I'm gonna call this.
You guys aren't writing anymore.
I know it's too hard. I'm sorry.
We're rhyming in game still, though.
All right, you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? At this point, like we'll reverse it, and Ellie and Amy.
No!
Pick
Why
it
did
up.
I say
So
Ellie?
I'm gonna say that creates the
Trying to
aspect of
imagine.
paper beats rock, buddy. with 1 free invoke on it.
We hang by
Our stone wizard now has a weakness to paper.
Now, you want to take an attack? Because
Yes.
you were successful, so you can do that.
All
Anybody
right.
want to try and do anything with scissors? No?
We will all
Rock
learn
beats
that the hard
scissors,
way.
So no. Oh jeez.
You're not gonna like this.
I got a 1.
You got a 7.
Whoa.
Oh, you might. Oh, wow.
It's gonna take some teamwork.
I do have more fate points.
We can win, but I don't know how.
Wow.
I'm
We gotta
gonna
roll
use my
better.
gymnast skill to dodge
This
whatever.
sucks so well.
Oh, you don't have to worry about it. You're making the attack, so if you fail, you
Oh, I
just
just
don't,
failed the attack.
You just
Okay.
don't hurt him.
Okay, cool.
All right, but you did create the advantage, so
Yes.
and that's still out there.
Yeah.
Next in the order is
Hey, thanks,
It's me.
RJ.
Hey, thanks, RJ.
Oh, thank you.
Gina. You're up.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. I'm gonna try to create an advantage. I'm gonna release the horses and like smack them towards him, so like he's in the front of a stampede of horses.
Great.
Oh.
Okay.
cool.
I guess that works off of your "That's So Cute"
Yeah,
skill, because
yeah.
that was
I'm
what you
I'm
did use to
working off
manipulate
the,
the
like,
horses
horse
before.
response
All right.
thing.
So what did we say? That was a resistance of 2.
It was
right?
2, but aren't they
Yeah.
more charmed now? I'm just releasing them and
Yeah,
smacking them.
you did charm them last time. I buy that logic. So let's call it a passive resistance of 1.
And this is an empathy, or what? What is this?
It was empathy last time,
It
right?
was empathy last time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or no, this is provoke.
This is more.
time.
Yeah, this is. I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Yeah.
Provoke.
I don't have any in provoke because that's okay though.
When you don't have to just roll a 0.
Hey.
It's a 1.
So that's a success to
a
create the
success.
aspect.
Can I?
Too cute.
No, it's more Mama Bear. My friends are in danger. Everyone's in danger.
Sure.
So I don't use too cute again, because if I used too cute, I would be way too sad to
too cute.
smack them on the bottoms
That makes
and
sense
send
to
them
me.
into danger. So this is more like it's a sacrifice. You take one for the team, horsies. You've got this.
Okay, that creates the aspect of rampaging
Horsey
horses
inspirationalist.
with a single
Invoke.
invoke.
Okay.
And now you want
And
to
now I get to.
Yeah.
And I'm rolling on the horse. This is just a separate attack?
This is just your regular attack. I mean, unless you can think of some sort of attack that wouldn't use fight, this would just be a fight roll.
No, that's fine. Can I have jumped on one of the horses to go towards the wizard?
That would be a different advantage.
Okay, that's fine then.
You
from
can.
Here,
in the next round, if you want to create the advantage of I leap onto one of the horses, so I'm on horseback, you could do that and make that advantage for yourself. Though it would be, exclusive.
Yeah,
to you.
that's fine. So just I'll do a general. I'll whip out my lasso to.
Yeah. Oh, right. That gives you +1 to
Strike
fight.
it.
You're rolling against an 8, by the way.
Oh. Okay. That's okay.
He's
Actually,
magic.
that's
And
okay.
made
That's
of
okay.
rocks.
So I rolled a 5. Okay.
Plus
Um,
1 for lasso.
+1 for that's with the +1.
That's counted.
So 5. I'll invoke.
Well, RJ Kadek is engaging the random rhyme. I'm very sorry to whoever this is going to be, because I know you're all starting to wish you were dead. I'm sorry, Amy.
Oh, darn! I actually had rhymes ready for my next bit.
Challenge will slay
Save
me.
them.
I will. I will save.
That was a good start.
That worked.
Yeah, that was good.
Who
Doing
says
it with
nothing
all your
rhymes with
heart.
your name?
We need all the RJ Canucks to give us
I guess
each
that was
their
the wizard.
5-ish bucks.
Yeah.
Ooh. She's really good at this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna invoke the rampaging horses.
Cool. So
So
7 to
that-
8.
Yeah. And I will. I'm gonna leave the free invoke for someone else for the other one, and I'll use. I have a gym membership.
Perfect sense.
So
Gina actually uses her gym membership. I believe
uses
I believe
my
it is that
gym
I
membership.
use my
Well-
gym membership.
yes, sometimes.
Do I mark this off now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
check
That's
that
gone
one, 'cause
now.
you can
Thank you.
still invoke that at the cost of a fate point. That
Okay.
Right. The
Yeah.
aspect is still in
So
play.
he got distracted by the horses charging at him that I was able to lasso onto the lamppost that was directly above his head, swing at him, and kick him in the face.
Badass. Okay, cool. That is, it's a one shift,
Sounds
but
pretty
that's the
badass.
first hit on the wizard. And now, of course, every time you make a one shift hit, it, can do increased damage now that you've filled in the one shift stress bar. So
Alright.
slow but steady is an option here.
Punch the wizard in the face. Soon we'll liberate this place.
Yay!
Amy, you're up. Advantage, attack.
Gina's the indecisive one.
Using that speech as a start, I wish to get this whole crowd's heart.
Okay. Sounds like a rapport roll.
With enthusiasm that's contagious,
This
I'll
speech
make
should
this
be
totally
outrageous.
Yeah.
Oh! Sub.
Yay, sub!
JP
so yeah, I think-
311-007.
I think that's a rapport roll. The crowd around you is fighting each other. They're pretty caught up in what they're doing. So I'm going to say that's a difficulty of 3.
Focus on the task at hand. Soon we'll liberate this land.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Killing
Yeah, killing it.
Killing it.
Yay!
4.
Yeah!
Awesome. So
Well, Amy, you're talking, you're rhyming, you're whipping up the crowd. It's like, and they're starting to, it's like there's a spirit that's starting to flow through this place, and Nick called it.
Feel the spirit,
Crowd's
let
on
it
your
fill you,
side.
or that crazy
crowd-
guy will kill you.
The crowd is on your side.
even some of the cat guards are, listening to what you're saying.
We like Amy. We like Amy.
Cool. You want to fight this guy?
I've said all that I have to say. Now, with me, into the fray.
Rhyming
6.
Amy is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this. You're going against a 6.
Can't see that one.
moments like this on tonight are when I wish I'd taken fight.
Well, JP311007
got
just
+1
gave
fight.
you a reroll.
There you go.
What was it I need to
6.
match? That one will be hard to catch.
You got a reroll if you want.
Yeah, this is a tough circumstance.
Don't
What?
give up hope. The
I spent the reroll I just got.
Elephant.
elephant.
Lose, how can we cope? Why are we rhyming? We're not on. We're
Helping now.
But I appreciate the thought.
This is gonna be a battle well fought.
God, it's irresistible.
Plus mirror
And you're
was a curse. It just made the total worse.
again.
I mean, you have the reroll.
You have more. If we use
Keep
them up, we
re-rolling.
can always get more.
Spend another
We can
reroll
always
here.
get more.
Yes, JP311007
Give her more.
in the nick of time. Oh,
Oh man.
Amy's bad at dice
better.
tonight.
Can you invoke anything?
I will never win this fight.
You have 4 fate points, so if you got anything applicable.
Remember, even if you don't want to spend the free invokes, you can spend fate points to invoke those things too.
All right.
One last reroll.
Worth a shot.
Worth a shot.
Hope this is the best you've got.
Woo! Yeah.
Pretend I said what Nick just said, and that he's here inside my head.
Yes.
There it is.
3's my starting total here.
Okay,
Let my dance school ninja now appear.
makes sense.
You're killing
5,
it.
6.
And
Yes.
Which one would you
I would like to now
take
invoke, but
Amy.
I'm really kind of gonna choke.
Did you take your whip on that?
2, 3.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, just checking.
Sorry.
Hey!
Morpheus.
Sort of a
Morpheus.
mournful side.
Hi.
Are you taking a second invoke here?
Which one would you like to take? Horses, crowds.
Of the ones now here displayed, can I use the one I made?
Yeah,
Jeez.
I
That was pretty good.
She's
Um,
in and out of character. Killing it on the rhymes.
think so. I guess. Do you have a rhyming explanation for exactly how that works? I mean, I can kind of feel it in the general sense, but
Which is the one?
the crowd's on
Crowds.
my side.
And you're using this to aid in an attack?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say the
Never mind,
crowd
I'm
is.
changing courses. I call on the rampaging horses.
Yep.
Hey!
Yeah.
Cool. Wham! So you, let's say, right, you like take a swing. It looks like you're attacking the wizard, but really you're redirecting the horse that's rampaging behind him. So like when you miss with the whip, he stands up laughing at you and then gets like butted in the back by a horse.
Ha! Yes, I planned it just this way.
It's only 1 shift, but as we just discussed, that does 2 shifts of damage because that's the lowest slot that he has available.
Soon your badness we will slay.
All right.
Good job, Millie and Willie.
Let's keep going here.
Those are the horses.
People have your advantages, so it's time to just fight this one out.
And
I didn't get it.
Morpheus
sorry.
gives a sub
Ellie.
reroll to Amy.
Yay!
Ellie, what's your plan?
Thank you, Morpheus. And damn you, Amy.
My plan is to be a cheerleader and ready? Okay.
You want to psych up the your team.
I'm
your
gonna
own
psych
team.
up my teammates, and can I also psych up the crowd at the same time?
I mean, the crowd is psyched up. You can
pretty
add
psyched.
to the excitement, but in terms of the advantage you'll create, it'll be about psyching up your
Okay.
teammates. All
I'd
right.
like to psych you guys up.
Let's call that what? Empathy or provoke?
Provoke.
Okay.
I think that makes sense. Your teammates are already pretty into this fight, so we'll just call that a
I just
passive
wanna,
resistance of
inspire them.
1.
Well, I got 0,
Hmm.
so.
You can probably.
Can I invoke Cheerfu?
You're trying to inspire them? You should probably just invoke cheerleader.
Yeah, you can just
Yeah,
invoke
well-
cheerleader.
Okay.
Sweet. All right. So we'll call that maximum strength team.
Go team, go!
And
got this, guys.
You get a free invoke of that. All right, let's fight.
Those sounded intense.
It did, but he actually rolled negative. It's
Yeah.
a 6.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Whoa.
He rolled negative.
His
He rolled
negative
a
was 6.
Oh wait.
That's impressive.
Wait, was that a roll? I think you roll again for the fight, right?
Yeah, you get a fight.
Oh, I'm
roll
sorry.
against him. Yeah, that's just what you got to beat.
Yeah.
Well, for fight, then 5, and then now I can invoke cheer food.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Absolutely.
Bam.
And I give him a ha and a hi.
Yeah, you do like this big cheerleader series of flips right
Yeah.
up to him and
When
says,
she from our world came through, did she get a lasso too?
yes.
Ooh.
It comes standard with
Yes.
the uniform.
Okay, so that's a 6 then. Correct?
Yes. Sorry. I should have made that clearer earlier.
Cool. That's a 4 shift. Nice.
Amy. Even in rhyme, catching
All right, so he is
catching the
going.
little things.
Now, unfortunately, you're going to have to take a
Like
hit from
crying.
him. I'm going to say he's going to take a swing at Gina.
Okay. Bring it. Wizard against wizard.
You've got to beat a 4.
Ooh, Battle of the Wizards.
Okay.
He basically like grows a giant rocky like Hulk hand, and then like punches
Goes
at
all
you.
boy.
Gene is
boy
a
hand.
wizard in real life.
That's an aspect she should have.
3.
It wouldn't be too bad.
I have to beat what?
4.
A 4. I have 3 right now. So,
If her sheet reflected it, we would all be glad.
Though of course that's only a 1 shift, so if you decide not to fight this, it'll just be your 1 stress bar on.
sure.
Yeah. Take the hit. You can afford it.
Gina, no!
Um,
Don't let go.
Not our leader.
It's not even as tough as a paper cut.
Ha ha.
Okay.
Can I have a pencil?
Louisa, did you go again this round?
Nope.
All right, go for it.
Oh, yeah, lady.
I got 6.
You got also 6?
I'm gonna invoke.
Invoke as
Um,
much as you want.
yeah, just force of nature, just adding a lot of oomph to my oomph.
So that's an
Free
8 to a
And
6.
crowns.
Oops.
We didn't do that one.
What?
Yeah, sorry. Still a free invoke this has.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's 3 free invokes left.
All right, so crowds on your side and force of nature,
this
which I
fast.
just put my fate point in there for. So force of nature, 2. That gives me 2 more.
Yes.
Right,
Well,
so-
you invoked both of them, right? So that
Yeah.
gives you 4 more.
Yeah.
So that's a. I mean,
4 plus 6.
yeah, that's a
10.
10.
That's a 10.
That's a kill hit.
Yeah.
Would you like to describe how you defeat the wizard?
Well,
Yeah.
a horse starts barreling by me, and I jump onto it like I'm
Nice.
surfing. And then I go, "Hey, Cinephoria, thanks."
Great.
In the moment, I say, "Hey, Cinephoria, thanks."
That's our battle cry.
Yep.
And I'm surf riding the horse gently because the horse, we'll make sure the horse is okay.
Aw.
But we're barreling towards the wizard, and then I do, as we get closer to the wizard is like trying to conjure up a big storm cloud to wipe everyone out, and I just like do a triple somersault onto the wizard's shoulders, and then I grab his neck and I twist it.
Whoa! Nice. Yes. I have to ask, for the record, do you use your arms or do you Sonya Blade him?
What?
Sonya Blade was a character from Mortal Kombat who had a move where she'd jump up and like break somebody's neck with her legs. Like get him in the
I
scissor
do
grip.
that.
Really,
Oh, I do that.
really thick, like
I do
thick
that.
thigh action.
Yeah.
He may have been a
All
tiny
right,
top,
so-
but he didn't need the Zeta on a top.
Whoa! Deep
So,
cut, James Bond.
You leap off of the horse and you do this super impressive move, and it's not violent because he's a rock monster, but you literally just like snap his rock
But I
head
have
off.
to because he's a rock monster. Snapping his head is like there's no other way to stop it.
Now, somehow, because he's a rock wizard, he gets some last words in this moment, so
Yeah.
he shouts, "No! Snapping my head off! My only weakness!" And then, like, his magic starts, like, shooting out of, like, the neck stump. And you can
Only the
see there's just
conquered
this,
rock.
like, magic energy. Yes, paper beat rock. Do you say something clever like that?
No.
I feel like I ruined it. No, it's no good.
Well, yeah, his magic just starts exploding all over the place.
Oh, fun!
You can never quite escape her. Our Lisa beats even paper.
Yeah.
And what you see is he eventually his magic dissipates into the air, and all the stones fall down on the ground, just now harmless rocks. And the cat guards come up to you and say, "Thank you for freeing us. The stone wizard has been controlling us for as long as we can remember. He made us take your friend from the beach." And he points to a point in the forest where you turn and you see Heather, who is frozen in stone in the position that she was in. And they say, "Don't worry, that's going to wear off now that the stone wizard is gone."
But it'll take about a week.
I would say you won't see Heather in functioning condition again until about next Sunday at 5. While you're talking, all of a sudden it's like the island starts shaking and quaking, and then you can see something happening in the sky. It's like the wizard's magic continues to dissolve, and suddenly an alarm goes off.
Instead of like sky around you, what had previously looked like the sky around you fades away, and you can see you're at the bottom of the ocean. It's water and whales and things. And as you notice, the bubble starts to rise. The whole city starts to rise up.
Guys, we were on Atlantis.
Rides all the way up, and it gets to the top of the surface where suddenly the bubble bursts. And where the spooky square once was is this island now. With this city in the middle of a volcano, it's come to the real surface. As you are there, Cinephora gives that reroll to Amy.
Most importantly.
Amy, keeper of rerolls.
And as it gets to the surface, the guards start thanking you and filling you in, and they start telling you that long ago this island was at the top of the surface, and the wizard came and sank it to the bottom and set up the whirlpools to suck people down in there. But you've saved them now, and now their island is a real island, and they like it there, and they're staying. Cool. However, while you are there, you see in the sky above you the circling rocket blimp of Doc Sasquatch coming down, flying in, and he's like, "Hey, you're back!" And a rope ladder lowers from the bottom of the rocket blimp as it hovers above you. And you climb up the ladder to the rocket blimp, and you sit down in the cabin inside, and you see Doc and Benjamin, they look at each other, and they run to each other, and they hug, and they kiss each other. And they look deep into each other's eyes and say, "Never leave me again." And it's a very tender moment that unfortunately we have to speed through, because Doc turns the rocket blimp back towards the first line station. And he says, "You did it. You saved me, Benjamin. You know what? I think I'll be your patron from here on out. You can just have that first line station, and if you need anything, don't be afraid to come ask me and Benjamin for help."
Was he the Irish one before?
Yes, he was the Irish one, and the Scottish guy was the kangaroo.
He's fine too, by the way.
I remember.
FYI, Hoppy the kangaroo, they let him out of jail.
Yes, they let Hoppy out of jail. Wow, we forgot about Hoppy. Yeah.
Everybody forgets about Hoppy.
Yeah, no, he was just there in the final battle, and you guys picked him up, as you left. Yeah, he was. The Resistance saved him.
Yes.
Listening in on the mushy talk between our Benjamin and Doc.
Yes, and as Benjamin and Doc be adorable, and as you fly off, in a rocket blimp into the sunset, you all feel really good that you have made the first victory in this world against evil. Things have gotten a little brighter, and wherever Fun is, who you have not seen since he brought Ellie here, you hope that this victory has validated his choice to bring you as the first line.
Oh, one more thing, real quick.
Yeah.
So we saw Heather, the statue, standing there somewhere. So I made sure to just grab the statue.
Yeah.
And climb up the ladder.
Right. When he
the
lowered
statue.
down the rope ladder, there was also like a little claw machine thing that came in. And while it took him like 2 to 3 tries to get Heather, like he eventually did get her. And
He just kept putting quarters in.
Yeah,
it.
just like I don't know why I made this thing quarter operated. I own this blimp.
Like this thing is a scam. These never work.
One last question, just real fast.
Of course.
Does anyone know how long the berry thing will last?
Amy, You have done a great job with the rhymes. You did it many times. I think that you can finish now.
I think that you can safely say the rhyming will now go away.
Yay!
That's why we do this.
Yeah.
And you return to the first line station, where you put Heather in the infirmary and wait for her to
Kind of propped up against one of the beds.
And
Petrified Hermione
you come
style,
back to
just-
find that Jeff and his family have been cleaning up the place in your absence.
That's
You
They
know,
greet you with a loving wah!
and you all sit back. A job well done. And
Wait to
that-
hear from the spirit of fun.
and you wait to hear from the spirit of
Can't
fun.
stop, won't stop.
And that's it.
I don't need permission.
And we're done with
everybody.
episode 2. Thank you, everyone.
And thank you, everybody.
And thank you, everybody, over there. Real quick, does anybody want to quick go through and tell where people can find you and what you're doing these days?
You can find me at Enthusiamy, streaming a little bit on my own and all over Geek and Sundry whenever they aren't, they can't kick us out of the studio. We have keys now.
Change the locks.
And I'm Gina, and you can find me at Pocket Gina. That's usually where you find out what I'm on and where I'm streaming and what I'm doing. So yay!
And I'm Ellie, E-L-L-Y, Ellie Glitch on Twitter, and Blunders and Blunders comes out, and Trevor keeps changing it, so it's either a Monday or a
We have
Thursday.
a lot
Thank
of
you, Trevor.
podcast episodes to go listen
Oh
to.
my gosh,
They're quite fun.
so many, and they're great.
How exciting. Oh. I'm at Elise Pearl. I will be on the internets next on Wednesday for Shield of Tomorrow, which is going to change to Mondays after this Wednesday. Did you
Indeed it
get
is.
all that?
Monday's gonna be
Basically,
fun.
just always pay attention.
Yeah.
Is the moral of the story.
But this Wednesday is the last Wednesday, and then we'll move to Monday.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Huh?
What? Me?
Where do they
Nick
find you on
Gilman.
Twitter?
You can find me on Twitter at John Rayburn the A. Shout out to my buddy John Rayburn.
He
And
uses another man's name as his Twitter
Yeah,
account.
there's like literally nothing that I'm doing that hasn't just been called out by one of these people. You can find my work on Shield of Tomorrow on Wednesdays, soon to be Mondays, and on Vast when that returns, and of course right here on Saving Throw Channel and our lovely Tempting Fate.
And I'm Rick Budd. You find me at rbud913 on Twitter, and same thing that he just said. So
Also, my dad is super not on the internet, but it is his birthday.
Oh my God, my dad's birthday too!
Really?
Happy birthday, Dad!
Oh, that's awesome! Oh, I'm so happy.
It's Dad's birthday day.
Happy Dad Birthday Day to everybody!
Yes.
Thank you for
Dads
joining us.
everywhere.
Thank you for supporting
It's
the
my
First
dad's
Line
birthday.
Station, and we will see you back here. We will see you back here next Sunday at 5 with Eliza. We'll be back. Heather, who will be unfrozen in stone. We will also be joined by Omar Najam of Two Broke Geeks, who is just amazing and you love. And Rick Bear, our tech guy behind the camera, will be coming to this side to let us mess with him. We hope to see you there. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in.
Happy Sunday!
Happy Sunday.
Happy
Happy Dad birthday!
Happy Dad.